Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Today we are here with our fourth day of action in the Women's World Cup, where today we will be watching Netherlands versus Portugal. Netherlands come into this tournament as one of the favourites, considering they were finalists in 2019. For Portugal, this is only their second ever tournament, so a lot at stake, a very interesting game in the group stage. Could be good, isn't it?
It is going to be good. It is going to be good. We all know the quality that Netherlands possess. It is a very strong lineup once again. Portugal, as you say, it's going to be a difficult game for them. They're very much the underdogs. But we've seen in this tournament that the lesser quality teams can put on a good performance, can be resilient, and maybe can try and pull off an upset here.
Yeah, and the thing is, for Portugal, it would be a big upset, and I think a lot of people won't realise that because obviously in the men's game, Portugal are very strong. They've got one of the world's greatest ever players, but in the women's game, they aren't renowned for having much talent. In recent years, they've started to improve, and they've got some very interesting players. I think probably their best player is Jessica Silva. Very talented, very technically gifted, very good on the ball. Very similar to, for everyone who watched us yesterday and watched the England-Haiti game, I would say very similar to Melchi Dermonet. Very good on the ball, great at running at defenders, very skillful. For me, I think she could cause the biggest problems for the Netherlands today. We know the quality she possesses, the Benfica forward. If they can get her on the ball, there's every chance that Portugal can get something. But it's going to be difficult because this Netherlands side is very impressive. There's a reason they were finalists in 2019, and that's because their squad is so strong. But they are missing a big player, of course, in Vivian Miedema. What impact will that have, missing probably their star striker?
I mean, it is huge. She is their top goal scorer of all time, I believe. But they have got players to replace her. She is a big miss, but I think, the other quality they possess, usually her backup, will now get a role to step up. They have to step up, though. Yeah. They have to step up in her place, and I think they can.
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't really know how this would have lined up before without with Vivian Miedema. Would it have been a 3-4-3 and kept Berenstein and Mertens as the wide players, or would they have benched Berenstein? I really don't know what they've done there. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays today and where Vivian Miedema would have fit into that. It's obviously a big miss. She's a very talented player. Yeah. But I still think that they can still get a really good result here. I think Netherlands, they're still one of the strongest sides. For me, they'll probably still win it. Yeah. But first, we'll get into the lineups. Then I still need to do the tweets. I've completely forgotten to do that. But then, other than that, we will get into predictions. So, we'll go start with the lineups. We are, of course, in New Zealand today in the Dunedin Stadium. Can't say I've ever heard of it, but sounds good. Netherlands lining up in a 3-5-2. Van Donselaar in between the sticks. It's a back three of Captain Spitzer, who we loved at the last year. Has played in midfield. She's dropped a little deeper now due to probably age, but still very good. Alongside Van der Graat and Janssen. Across the five, it's Pelova, Roord, Grunen, Van der Donk and Brugts. And then leading the line, it's a link-up of Berenstein and Mertens. So a very strong front two for Netherlands. So they are, of course, as we say, missing Vivian Miedema. As for Portugal, Pereira is in between the sticks. A flat four then of Borges, Gomez, Costa and Amado. Across the four in midfield, it's Pinto, Captain Silva, Pinto and Norton. And leading the line, it's Jessica Silva and Diana Silva. So a lot of similar names in there. We've got, I think, 3 Silvas, 3 Pintos.
It looks like a Pinto pivot.
I don't know. It could be Silva. I think Fatima. Is it Fatima Pinto or Fatima Silva?
Fatima Pinto.
Okay, Fatima Pinto might be in the middle. Fatima Pinto might be out on the right. Potentially, the other Pinto might be on the right, with Silva in the middle. But yes, there's a lot of options here with the amount of Pintos and Silvas that Portugal have to work with. Yeah. So what should we talk about then in regard to the sides? Obviously, this is the same group as the USA.
Yes.
So
which is big.
Yeah. Do we think that there's a chance Netherlands could top this group, or are the US just a little bit too strong?
Well, I mean, I think that kind of brings us nicely to obviously the last World Cup, the 2019 final, where Netherlands played very well, but again, like most teams, were outclassed by the US in the final.
No surprise there, it's the US.
They were a step behind, really. They were really a step behind. But I think they are still a good side, and this year is very different, as we say. The US with a change of we've mentioned. The managerial change, the loss of players. They did batter Vietnam, but that is Vietnam, so let's not read too much into that. I think Netherlands are a very strong side. I think they will show that today. it's a very experienced side. They've also said got to the final in 2019, so they know what it takes to get to a World Cup final. I think they can top this group, definitely. Their game against USA next Thursday, I believe, will be a big one.
Yeah.
For both sides.
Well, that's an early one, isn't it? That is, I believe, 2 a.m. in the morning, so we'll be live for that. Should be good.
Kind of there, you're landing the first blow for either side. So that'll be a big game, and that will kind of tell us a lot going forward into the tournament. But I think Netherlands will look very strong today. Beerenstein and Mertens, two very, very good players.
Indeed.
We saw how they were quite strong defensively in the Euros last year. They did play quite well in that. Spitzer dropped into the back three is interesting. Nguyen dropped to the bench.
Gonna miss Spitzer because she's very good at breaking up the play. I find it weird now to see her at centre half, but she's a magical player, so she should be able to do that job as good as she was in her other role.
One of the standouts as well for me last year was is it Danielle van der Donk? She was very good in the middle of the park for Netherlands. But I mean, as you say about Spitzer, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I think it is very interesting. Portugal, as you say, aren't great. They've got a few Silvas, a few Pintos in here. But I mean, Jessica Silva's probably their best player.
It's definitely their best player.
Yeah. I mean, she's had a decent campaign over in Portugal. But I mean, her linking up with Diana Silva.
I'd expect her to get a move to a bigger club, soonish. Like, she definitely deserves one. This Portugal side though does have some quality. I think they'll definitely offer a challenge, but you've really got to think that Netherlands are going to dominate this game. And now we're looking at Victoria Pelova, who is obviously at Arsenal now. Yeah. Very, very good player. They've got a lot of attacking talent. Like, even Pelova, who we expect to be a wing-back today, due to just the plethora of talent they've got in forward areas, we expect her to be a wing-back, which is pretty mental. She should be playing, in a more forward position.
It is a very attacking team.
There's a lot of attacking talent. Hopefully, it's not the same situation as like Norway had, where it was just a lot of attacking talent, but that didn't really translate into a solid performance, I wouldn't say.
I think the reason I don't like Portugal, I think they're a very good side, but I think defensively they just lack a bit of quality. Going forward, as I said, with Jessica Silva and Diana Silva, they look all right. They could score a goal, but I just don't see them keeping a clean sheet at all today, which is concerning for them. But that's just kind of I don't know, especially when up against the Netherlands. Up against I expect them to beat Vietnam. They probably should beat Vietnam. The USA could be a bit of a poor game for them. And this could be a tough one as well.
But if they can get a draw here and a draw against the US and beat Vietnam, Portugal could get through. Realistically, though, they've been drawn a real tough hand because they've got to play both the Netherlands and the US. That's a really difficult group. Like, we've spoken about how Australia probably is the group of death because they've got Canada, they've got Nigeria, and they have Ireland. That's a really difficult group, but not that Ireland is the most sensational team ever, but they are a difficult opposition. But I think this is probably a close second as well, the toughest groups. I'd also argue potentially the France, who they've got, France, Brazil,
Panama,
and,
who are France playing tomorrow? Jamaica.
That's quite a difficult group.
Yeah, it's not easy. But I mean, teams come out of tunnel now.
Yeah.
Predictions?
Ooh, do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Because I've still got to think of my prediction.
I'll just say the support for both sides is massive today.
Yeah, I was going to say the Netherlands have a really strong support. They've been really strong for the last few years, and obviously, the thing is, the Dutch support has also helped out with the fact that they wear bright orange, so they look really imposing. It's like obviously in the F1 with Max Verstappen.
If you look at if you look at Dutch fans in any sport,
you see them coming a mile up in their bright orange.
It is brilliant. But I think they will win today. I'm not going to go too big because the last few games we've watched have not been by massive scorelines. I'll go 2-0 to the Netherlands with goals from Beerenstein and Roord.
I think this will be a bit closer. I think we're going to have the first game that we've watched on stream going with a goal for both sides and go 2-1 Netherlands. I think they'll have a bit of a more difficult time than they expect. I feel like their finishing in the first half won't be on point. They've not got Vivian Miedema, and I think they'll surely... they'll really sorely miss her, but I think they will still get goals. I think they'll open the scoring. early in the second half for Lieke Martens.
Yeah.
I then think Jessica Silva will level it up for Portugal, and it'll be a late winner from Danielle van der Donk. Edge of the box, just pings one top corner. Dutch fans going mental, and the huge scenes. We've already seen scenes earlier this morning, which we haven't mentioned on stream yet, but Sweden with a late winner.
Yeah.
What a game that was.
It was a good game. You've got to feel for South Africa. They played. I mean, they just soaked up the pressure. They got a goal against the run of play, and then it kind of got unlocked a bit towards the end of the game. 90th minute winner from a corner is always harsh.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't really say that Sweden didn't deserve it. They played really well.
So they created an absolute bucket ton of chances.
Yeah.
But South Africa, they fought hard, the reigning AFCON champions, but ultimately Sweden proved too difficult a test. But do you think they could still get out of the group?
I don't know.
We're obviously watching Italy-Argentina tomorrow morning. But I'm not convinced by either of those teams, really. I think
South Africa played well.
Yeah, exactly. So if they can soak up that pressure against Italy and get the 3 points there, and then maybe beat Argentina, then they're just shooting for the next round. So I don't know. I think it could be very close between them getting through and not. Look at the poll and chat then. At the moment, 4 votes, 75% Netherlands. So a lot of people echoing that same sort of sentiment as us. Netherlands are really strong, and then 25% going for a draw. So maybe thinking this game will be a little tighter than we've said. I think, this game, it's not going to be a walk in the park for Netherlands. Portugal will represent a serious threat. But Netherlands are the stronger team here, and they should still get this win over the line. It may not be the most comfortable, though.
No.
But can't wait now till kick-off. If you are just tuning in, make sure to get your predictions in chat, and if you want to say hi, please feel free to do so. But get involved in the chat throughout today. It should be a really exciting game.
It should be.
I think it's probably the closest match we've watched on stream of the group so far. Like maybe you could argue you've already had Nigeria, Canada. This is also going to be quite a tight one. I think this will also tell me a lot about the strength of the Netherlands and tell us a lot about the strength of the Netherlands.
I think that's the thing.
Because if they're going to seriously challenge this season, then this World Cup, then winning big today is going to be important. So I think they can. I think they can get the win today, but it's going to be very, very interesting. Should be a good game.
Yeah, I think the problem for Portugal could be is if Netherlands get on top early, it could be game over. Because if they get early first 1 or 2 goals, that's the game gone, really. They've got to try and keep it tight and not concede. But lovely Portugal kit. Really like it. Very, very, very snazzy.
Very colourful.
But big crowd in attendance here. They all got their signs. Don't know what that says. It's in Dutch.
It's in Dutch, I know. If anyone in chat can speak Dutch, please do translate that sign that's just been shown on the broadcast. But the coin toss will decide which side each team will start from, and then we'll be underway shortly
after
after
that. The game this morning in South Africa is the first game of the tournament where we haven't had a penalty. No, Denmark, China as well.
Yeah.
So we've seen 2 games in a row now where we haven't had a penalty. Obviously, we saw penalties galore.
I was going to say, there's a lot of penalties in this tournament, but good to see maybe defenders learning from their peers' mistakes and not putting in as many rash challenges.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even wiping people out. It was often clumsy stuff like England's penalty was just a bit clumsy.
Yeah.
And it feels like a lot of the penalties have been a bit like that. But anyway, Netherlands lineup on screen.
I think it says something about Netherlands.
It looks very strong, doesn't it?
There's a very strong kind of the difference is a lot of the nations we've watched. You don't really know where their players come from. A lot of these Netherlands players play in the big leagues.
Yeah,
they play in the Premier League. They play in the Super League. They play in the
Women's Champions League, of course. Yeah,
I don't know what the equivalents are, but obviously the major nation leagues. Your France's, your Germany's, I've forgotten Spain's. What's the other one?
Who haven't you mentioned? Italy. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Italy aren't one of the stronger nations at the moment, but they have got some good sides coming through. But you have got your a lot of WSL players, a lot of Liga F players, a lot of Frauen Bundesliga players. So they're well reputable clubs. They're well reputable players. They're players that you recognise. They were finalists at the last World Cup. They had a poor tournament by their recent standards at the last Euros, but of course they won it the Euros before that. Yeah. So Netherlands know what they're doing. And now they will get us underway for their opening match of the World Cup. And 4th match day here in Australia. It's Netherlands to start us here in New Zealand for this game today. And yeah, upon the referee's command, Netherlands knock it back, and we are underway in this World Cup group stage game. An early Netherlands looking to attack here, and unfortunately for them though, Palova can't get down the wing well. But yeah, Portugal, it's about keeping compact. Again, we've said this with a lot of the underdogs. It's about keeping very compact, keeping it tight, and then trying to get something later into the game, because they're not going to win this game if they go hell for leather early against Netherlands. Netherlands will simply pass it through them, and then they'll be in behind, and you don't really want to see Lieke Martens and Berenstain in behind. But yeah, it's going to be a tight battle. Be interested to see what Portugal can get from the game. And Diana Silva coming forwards now, tries to lift it into Jessica Silva, headed away by the Netherlands defence. Now Spitzer trying to deal with Jessica Silva, can't really. That's nice movement, and now it's back with Portugal. One back though by Palova, nice dribble. Looking to release Berenstain but can't, goes to Van der Donk, back into Palova, options out on the left, but a good challenge from Pinto in midfield, who tries to play it past Berenstain. Berenstain wins it back, and now Netherlands back in possession. Here's Spitzer. Already we're seeing loads of Spitzer, I love it.
It's going to be fast. Netherlands going to move this ball quickly.
Yeah, I think we're already seeing Netherlands looking the stronger side, I would say.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very early, so it's hard to call that. But
got away with one there, Van Donk.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's got her Premier League move this summer.
Actually, where's she gone?
From Villa, didn't she?
I haven't seen, but yeah, I don't.
I think it's definitely it's Van something. I think it's Dons. It's got to be Dons. Who else is going to be?
No, I believe it. I don't know. But that'd be a big pickup.
Yeah, I think
for Aston Villa.
I'm right now. Yeah.
Anyway, here is Van Domselaar. Looking to distribute this long then. I know she, Long she goes, looking for Lieke Martens or for Berenstain.
Actually, they do miss the aerial presence of Miedema. They've got two very diminutive forwards.
Yeah, the distribution is always looking for Miedema. There is no Miedema up there. They're going to have to learn to adjust without that.
It's either got to go to someone else or it's got to go over the top.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, not a bad start then for the Netherlands. So Van der Graat having to chase this down. Here now is Spitzer around the corner into Jill Roord. But then, poor play. But yeah, it seems like Palova's on the right hand side, then Brooks is on the left hand side. But yeah, again, it's weird to see Palova in that deeper role, because for Arsenal she operates as more of a winger. And that's got away from Grunen there. Silva tries to play it across, hasn't quite come off.
I thought someone was there.
And Norton not quite getting there. So it's looking a lot more narrow than we expect for Portugal. It's almost a 4-1-2-1-2.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a bit of a diamond in there. But yeah. Palova coming down this right hand side. Tries to give it into Mertens, though doesn't quite manage it. Now here is Norton into Diana Silva. Hasn't quite come off, but the number 2, Amado, still giving chase. Diana Silva puts pressure on Van Domselaar. It's not great, the distribution, but one back by the Dutch midfield. It's amazing how Netherlands still seem to have that midfield dominance despite having only 3 players in there, and Portugal have 4. And they've opened up the play brilliantly here. Brooks in behind. Who's this? It's Palova. I don't think she's going to get there quick out of her goal. Was Pereira there? Managed to come out and just sweep up the ball. But a long ball over the top from Brooks, looking for the run of Palova. I think she was just onside potentially. Yeah, looked very close.
The keeper hesitated there. Didn't think she was going to make it.
Yeah, I think Palova should have backed herself there. But yeah,
a more out and out forward definitely backed herself.
Berenstain putting the pressure on. And Jill Roord, that is brilliant in the midfield from Roord. And now Palova lets it past her. The number 8, very technical.
Norton.
That is Norton, yeah. Very good on the ball. Now Amado. Oh, not Amado, sorry. Amado's gone flying forwards again. Diana Silva gets brought down by Van der Graat, but not a foul in the eyes of the referee. I think that's fair. Looked like a fairly solid challenge from Van der Graat. Now here's Janssen. And Brugts. That's really nice work down the wing, but then it's one back by Pinto.
I think it is Pinto on the right and Dolores Silva in midfield.
Yeah. So we don't want to work out. Portugal seem to be very fluid. both their wing backs seem to be really high.
Because that's Norton, and she's playing midfield, all those things. And
Amado seems to be almost operating as a left wing back, so it may be a very similar 3-4-1-2 rather than a diamond in midfield.
They're going, play position to position with Netherlands, which makes sense. You can't beat them.
Yeah, they're trying to match up.
This is Amado on the throw, yeah. Not too much movement. Norton's going to have it.
Now
She's
Amado.
good so far.
Norton's been involved frequently. Yeah,
with all her feet.
Spitzer goes long, looking for the run of Beerenstein in behind, and she is
a lot quicker.
Gonna get there. No, well dealt with there by the number 19.
Yeah, that ball over the top. Beerenstein has a lot of pace.
Palova. Martens. Palova. Back to Lieke Martens. And now here is Roord, I think. Spitzer. To Palova.
Yeah, I think this is a big tournament for Lieke Martens.
Jill Roord lifts it into the box, looking for Lieke Martens, heads it towards Beerenstein, but she can't quite get there. And she just clips Ferreira in the Portuguese goal there. And then offers her apologies.
Yeah, I think big tournament for Lieke Martens is because she wasn't really involved much during the Euro. She was kind of benched.
Of course. Injured for the last tournament, so wasn't...
Oh, she injured?
Yeah, didn't play at all, but... Yeah. Here's Martens.
So with Mia absence, this is a big tournament for her to get back involved.
Yeah. Back out wide, Palova. That's one back well by Amado. She's been involved seemingly in everything so far.
They've kind of...
Palova, poor throw, and Jill Roord is dispossessed. Pinto tries to get it forward. Jessica Silva can't get on the ball. Van der Graat is just, so strong. And marking up Jessica Silva there. Difficult for Silva to turn. Well, impossible for Silva to turn there. Amado again looking for Jessica Silva, but Spitzer has her number. And here's Palova. Trying to find Beerenstein. That is still just about on the pitch. And Beerenstein, she thought she kept it in. Lino disagrees.
She's looked really solid so far.
Yeah, she's going to have a job to do because she's got Palova and Beerenstein on that side.
The worry for Portugal is, can they keep this up for 90 minutes?
The answer is likely no, but we're going to find out.
They've won another throw here, just progressing up the line.
Yeah.
Winning themselves now about 15 yards.
That's the thing. It's going to take a lot, but Portugal can hold off Netherlands today.
I mean, Amado's taking her time to get to this throw.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Netherlands were not in a rush to pass it back to us, so understandable somewhat. But yeah, 6 vote in the poll and chat then. A lot of a split opinion here. 50% go for Netherlands, 33% for Portugal, 17% for a draw. If you haven't voted, please do make sure to do so.
Yeah.
And now it's given to Portugal as a free kick. Initially wasn't given there by the referee, but upon complaints, she agreed
Good
with
decision,
them.
Though.
Yeah, definitely struck the hand off the number 10 there, Danielle van der Donk.
Don't know what took the rest so long.
No.
But I think Netherlands will probably almost be surprised.
Yeah, Netherlands haven't got going yet, but I think they're still definitely the stronger side. I think they're going to come forward in this game. They're going to cause Portugal problems. And, well, we saw Ferreira was really good at the Euros. I seem to remember her having a good tournament, but... Yeah, Portugal overall don't have a lot of strength in defence, so it's going to be interesting whether they can keep it this tight and compact for this entire match. But it's going to be a close one, going to be a good one, hopefully. But yeah, Portugal taking the time out this free kick. It will now be lifted into the box, looking for Diana Silva. Doesn't quite come off, and now Netherlands will look to distribute forwards. Van der Donk goes long, but has no one up there. Again, perhaps a sign they're missing Vivian Miedema in that role. Now Martens and Beerenstein get forwards. Jill Roord will join the press, and they've played through them quite easily, Portugal. Here is Norton. Lifts it over the top, looking for the right wing back. Hasn't quite come off. It's going to fall into the midfield. Now here's Pinto. Lovely movement from the right back. Managed to come inside, tries to pick out Jessica Silva, but hasn't quite come off. Now Martens. Lays it off to Brugts. And now Martens again. Brugts lifts it back into the path of Lieke Martens, and strong in the challenge is the number 9. He's playing at centre half. Oh no, playing centre half, playing wing back.
Wing back, I think. No,
it does seem to be playing centre half. And for number 9, that's quite interesting. The squad numbers don't seem to bear the same sort of positional positions as we've seen in the men's game.
Yeah.
And we saw Judy for... Who did she play for?
Nigeria? Canada?
Yeah, one of those. Yeah. And she wore number 9 playing middle of the field. But yeah. Interesting. Anyway, here is Janssen. Across now to Van der Graat. Back to Janssen. Under pressure now, Janssen from Diana Silva. And we'll look to go long, looking for Lieke Martens in the channel. This is going to be interesting to see whether she can get there now. Right. I think if that was Lieke Martens, probably would have been a good chance to see Danielle van der Donk, who, is still quick, but not quite as quick as Martens.
Everyone's guys loving it.
But yeah.
Big tournament for them, though. You know, got to the final 2019, had a poor 2022 Euros.
Yeah, they were hoping to bounce back, but they'll be obviously a lot weaker without Vivian Miedema.
They will.
Spitzer can't stop Silva, and now flying forwards is Jessica Silva, already causing problems for the Netherlands.
Turn back there.
Uses Amado, and Amado just isn't aware of it.
Think you can't.
Frustrated there, Silva. Yeah. Netherlands coach, do you think he'll be happy with what he's seen so far?
I think he'll be alright. He knows they haven't got going yet, and Portugal would have come out of the blocks like they have, but he'll know they can't keep up this intensity for 90 minutes. Also,
the sort of positions that Mertens is taking up, it's implying that Beerenstein is just sort of a direct replacement for Miedema, like she's playing on the shoulder of the last man, whereas Mertens is dropping in as sort of a second striker, which is what we'd have expected if Miedema was playing. So, yeah. Roord. Here's Mertens. Has Palova out wide. Going to go alone, though, in the midfield. Could take a shot here as she breaks into the box. Finds Beerenstein. This is a good opportunity. And Beerenstein I think...
got under it. She scooped it.
Tries to lift it over the goalkeeper towards the far post, but she's put it on the top of the net. Brilliant run from Mertens here. Shifts it to Beerenstein.
Just a slide to get there. Kind of went out of her reach.
Slices it over the goalkeeper and over the bar. I'll take a deflection.
She'd done really well to get that loop, because the way it looped up, I thought she'd just got under it, but no.
I thought maybe she'd hit it into the ground.
Fair, that might have challenged then. That might have been a decent effort if it weren't blocked.
Yeah, corner now for the Netherlands. Palova was over it, but now Spitzer will go over and take it. But yeah, already positive signs. Mertens and Beerenstein linking up. That's what they want to see early in this tournament, Netherlands. That without Miedema, they can still have good possession in forward areas. Yeah, looking for the back post now. Van der Graat across the box, and it's in the back of the goal, in the back of the net. That's fantastic start for the Netherlands. That's a perfect corner, but it's deemed offside.
Oh.
So I think it was the bodies in the way here, because there was a couple players on the line. I think Van der Graat is annoyed by that. But great ball in from Spitzer then, looking at the far post. VR is going to have a check, but I think they'll get done for impediment here. So when Van der Graat shoots, you see that... Is it Jill Roord on the goalkeeper? She avoids the ball, but she's still impeding, you would probably argue. She doesn't touch it, though, and she's not near the goalkeeper. I think this is harsh. Because even if the goalkeeper is expecting her to touch it, the goalkeeper could still save it.
They're still checking it.
She's not near the keeper. Yeah, she doesn't touch it, so I don't think it is impediment here.
Unless, I'm guessing the lino just...
Yeah. I don't think this is impediment. I think this should stand. A brilliant header from Van der Graat and a great delivery from Spitzer. We've not seen many teams been able to make good use of corners in this tournament, but they did there, the Netherlands. That was a great ball in from Spitzer and a really, really tidy finish from Van der Graat. Very good header. But yeah, will this goal stand or not? VAR, as she's going over to the monitor.
Oh, look. This is interesting to see an offside check be looked at by the referee.
But I don't think it's offside, is it? It's impediment. So the decision isn't whether it's offside. She's definitely in an offside position. It's whether she actually impeded Ferreira or not, to which I would argue not so.
Ferreira's already dived.
Matteo is saying that it should stand. No one is interfering. I completely agree with that.
Look, the keeper's already dived before the ball goes past Jill Roord. This should count.
This should stand. Yeah. Welcome, by the way, to the stream, Matteo. Good to see you.
She leaves it very well, very smartly. Good game awareness there. To realise that the ball was going in, to not touch it when she knew she was offside. I think this is going to stand. This should stand.
I think Ferreira is not impeded by her. Yeah. She doesn't impede her vision or anything like that. She stood behind her and she doesn't touch the ball. So I don't think it's impediment.
Referee back onto the field.
And the referee is going to now make her decision.
It tells everyone
And I think this is going to be a goal. Oh, yeah, we don't know what's happening. And there we go, they celebrate. Netherlands have their opener in this tournament. It's Netherlands 1, Portugal 0, courtesy of a goal from Van der Graat. A great header at the back post, and Netherlands take the advantage here. She wasn't standing in front of the keeper. Yeah, exactly, Matty. I think the only thing that could be argued is if she was nearer to the goalkeeper, it would have been impediment, because the goalkeeper would have been impeded by her body. But no, the goalkeeper made a hash of that, and yeah, you can't blame the defender there. You can't blame the attackers there. They weren't in her way. Yeah.
Big goal for the Netherlands. And Portugal only lasting 15 minutes.
That's not ideal.
But now they've got to make sure the floodgates don't open, and if anything, they're looking to respond. Here
comes Pinto down the right-hand side. Needs an option in midfield. Again, they're always looking for that cross. They know
Lieke Silva.
Pinto can't receive that because she's in offside position. And just about rolls off the end of the pitch. And Van Domselaar can take the goal kick. This is the ref from the Euros final last year, by the way. Oh, interesting. Thank you for that information, Matty. I think all
refs have done a decent job at the tournament so far.
Yeah, there's not been any howler calls, really, have there?
No. I do like all their different ways of announcing the VAR decisions. Some explain it really clearly, some just go, we've decided it's a penalty.
Yeah. But they definitely picked the right ref to do the opener game.
Yeah.
Because she absolutely owned that VAR decision. But yeah. Stephanie van der Graat then with the opener, a very good start for the Netherlands. How did Portugal get back in this game?
They've started fast. They're looking for an equaliser.
I was going to say, is it just a case of doing what they've been doing? Because they've not necessarily been bad. The goal didn't come from open play. It's a corner, and you can argue that's something now that they've got to work on and got to be wary of, because the Netherlands are going to get more corners in this game.
Netherlands one aerial threat, and they managed to hit her perfectly, and she scored from it.
Yeah.
They haven't got a Miedema in there. They haven't got much else in terms of the height.
I mean, Spitzer's hardly...
Yeah. She was the one taking the corner.
It's a tallest player, yeah.
Jill Roord's got a bit of height. I know Van der Donk's not happy that was a Portugal throw. She did kick it off though, so that's good.
Silva trying to create. It's Jessica Silva on the right hand side again. But this is the problem. Silva needs to be creating in a more attacking area, but she can't because they haven't got the space
to. Dolores Silva. Now
Jessica tries to just hit it in the box.
She should be on crossing the ball in.
Yeah, no.
Because Diana Silva hasn't got that much height on it. I mean,
she's frustrated in this game. You can tell.
I agree with her on that decision. Though I thought that was a Portugal throw.
Yeah. Mertens. Brooks can now attack the line. Has Berenstein ahead of her. Still going though. Brooks now tries just to just feed it through the channels into the path of Berenstein, but underhit that. Mertens now putting the pressure on the fullback, who loops it long, well won by Grunen. And now back to Janssen. She's going to go back to Van Domselaar under pressure from Diana Silva. Plays it out, looking for one of the forwards. Picks out Lieke Martens after it comes off the head of Danielle van der Donk. Roord, now Spitzer. Turns back and finds Pelova. This is nice play from the Netherlands though. They look really comfortable in possession.
Yeah.
Which is no surprise. It's exactly what we expected in this game from the Netherlands, but yeah.
As soon as you say that, Jill Roord starts to lose the ball.
Of course. Gomez, ball forward, finds Diana Silva. She can't really get on the ball. Spitzer. Van der Donk puts it into the path of Pelova, who's going to keep going. That apparently left the field, but she will get the throw.
Yeah, strong start for the Netherlands.
But the Dutch fullbacks, weirdly similar to how we saw on the men's side, are arguably their most dangerous players. Because while their forwards aren't really able to get on the ball all that much, the fullbacks are instrumenting everything. And now, here comes Lieke Martens down the wing. I don't think she's going to get to that one. She's just caught there by the fullback.
Watching Denzel Dumfries get forward.
Dave Brooks, though, just flying down that touchline, using their strength just to push off the Portugal wingbacks. And they know, and they know that if Portugal try and win the ball back, it tends to go off the field, and then they win a throw anyway. So they are just in a really good position where they're holding onto the ball really well.
Yeah.
And even when they play through the midfield, despite having the same sort of numbers, it feels like the Netherlands have got about 10 players more in there.
Yeah.
They move the ball so well.
Pelova
found there in a good area. this is a free kick that they could cause problems from.
Another dangerous set piece for Netherlands. Portugal will get let them in. They'll have a lot of players around Van der Graat.
And Varga playing a winger as a fullback is that they can do that. Brilliant from Palova, just driving inside, causing problems, and the number 13 there left with no choice but to foul her.
I mean, she had a great campaign for Arsenal. Dropped a little deeper for Netherlands, and she's still doing really well when it comes to getting forward.
Yeah, Francesco Neto, the Portugal manager, looks frustrated by the performance so far.
In a game where they are the better team, they can afford their fullbacks to get further forward. Maybe against the US, they might have to be a little bit cautious of that because the US attack is very strong. But
yeah, we saw that against Vietnam. Sophia Smith looked particularly impressive. Alex Morgan a little off the pace. Megan Rapinoe wasn't really involved all that much.
It's a penalty though. She's washed.
Yeah, well,
Spits with the ball in.
Are old.
That is not a great ball in. Kept alive.
Van der Donk can't keep it on. But yeah, that one wasn't as perfect as the corner.
Knacking from Spitzer there, that ball in. But she had a good game, and we like Spitzer, so I'm not going to criticise either.
The Spitzer fan club.
20 minutes gone. The Dutch manager, I think is it Jonkens?
Something like that, yeah. Jonkers, I want to say.
He does not look very happy, but saying side's 1-0 up inside 21 minutes, I'll be well.
I was going to say, I think the performance has been meh, but he'll be happy with the result.
Maybe he's one of those people that just looks frustrated with his team all the time.
Yeah, Andreas Jonker.
Yeah.
But yeah. Former
Spitzer
Wolfsburg.
does. Well, I was putting her arms in the air, she's tackling to make sure she's not fouling anyone.
Former Wolfsburg men's manager, so very experienced in order football, and yeah, I believe it's his first major tournament with the Netherlands. I want to say
we managed him in last year. Probably got sacked.
Yeah, no, came in August 2022. So joined.
They would have sacked their manager straight after the just disappointing Euros.
Yeah.
From last year, Van der Graat coming out of the fence, uses Janssen.
But yeah, do you think this is this Netherlands' last chance? Because they've had this almost like a golden squad.
It is ageing.
That is now starting. Like, I can't remember how old Mia Dima and Mertens are, but you've got to be thinking that they won't have.
Getting on a bit.
Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe they've still got another tournament in them as like the whole squad, and they have got players coming through, of course. But this feels like one of the last opportunities for this team to really probably win the World Cup.
2025, isn't it?
Yeah, this is probably the last chance to win the World Cup before 2027. I would say.
I think forgetting obviously the Euros is obviously out of sync because they played it a year later due to the pandemic. Yeah. So sort of all international times all out of sync.
Well, I guess Mertens is still only 30, Berenstein 26.
So they'll probably make it to Euro 25.
Yeah.
But World Cup 27, you'll be pushing it.
Groningen 28. No, they probably will be fine. Dodonk 31. Dodonk 31. Jill Roord's only 26 still.
They'll definitely be alright for Euro 25 in 2 years.
Yeah. Spitz will be 38 by the time we get to the next World Cup, so.
Maybe not. She might not be there.
Equally, Martin's still going.
Yeah.
And she's now 38. Megan Rapinoe's still going. She's 38.
Spitz probably get 40.
Van Dorsla's 23, so she'll definitely be around for the next one. I don't know if she has moved anywhere, but yeah, obviously at FC 20 at the moment. I'll have a look.
Yeah, another corner here for the Netherlands. Again, they're looking at, say, Van der Graat's coming up, Janssen's coming up. Can they try and hit the front?
Van Dorsla has signed for Villa a month ago.
Great sign for both, really.
Yeah. Van Domsla's first she's been at FC 20 up until this point, and this will be her first shot in the WSL.
Spitzer on the corner.
Villa building a very good team.
Van der corners in, it's headed just over by
Jill Roord. Couldn't keep that one down. But a good chance again for the Netherlands from a corner. They really need to get on top of marking these corners.
That kind of hit her head more than her head in the ball. Spitzer whipping that angle pace.
Almost just too tall to head that.
Yeah.
Because she was a little shorter, she would have had to move back and then head it towards the goal.
She only just got under the ball.
Yeah.
Just ducked to get under it.
Mertens. Now Brugts, who is very young, 19 years old, obviously didn't play.
Nearly 25 minutes in and not a single shot for Portugal.
And now coming forwards are Portugal, Jessica Silva. Jessica Silva,
she fouled, I think, a bit soft, I think.
I think it's Fatima Pinto, the midfielder. Hurt her knee there. And yeah. She actually tried to... She barged into Palova and hurt herself.
Yeah. Portugal with a drum out. Love to see it.
Yeah. Chat, then, so far looking at the poll, 36% going for the Netherlands, 36% Portugal.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think Portugal could win this today, and then 27% going for a draw. So a very split chat so far. But yeah.
Yeah, Pinto just going off to the side there so the physio's going to chat with her, see how she is. Still hobbling around a bit on that knee.
Yeah.
Dolores Silva's the one to put the ball in.
Yeah, going to be looking...
They were trying to have a shot, and they haven't had one yet.
Hopefully trying to replicate the success that Netherlands have had so far from set pieces.
Oh, they're trying to routine.
Amada.
No, they're just passing out. What?
Oh, they've been caught out.
That routine
didn't work.
Oh no, is this part still going? This is part of the routine.
Almost give away possession. Let Brugge head it out, and then we'll take a set throw instead on the opposite side.
Now they've got a long throw, calling it now.
The back of the pitch now is Fatima Pinto. Recovered from that injury.
I don't really know what happened there. That was a bit of a waste. They put everyone in the box, then tried to play some fancy routine, and then lost it, and then just hoofed it long and sat for a throw now.
Yeah.
Can they do something from the throw, though?
Diana Silva has headed it up into the throw taker, who can't control it.
Not surprised.
Van der Donk.
Yeah, over the top there from
Norton just catching her from behind.
Yeah.
Now Brugge knocks it back to Van der Graat. Stephanie Van der Graat now very, very comfortable in possession. Janssen looking for that forward pass, goes to Brugge. And that's a poor pass to Grönen, cut out by Norton, then Grönen brings her down. Smart challenge that. Smart foul from Grönen. She knows exactly what she's doing there.
Yeah.
It's a poor pass from Brugge, and yeah.
She's going to run away from the referee before she comes after her with a yellow card.
And yeah, Norton there was breaking away, just gets pulled down by Grönen. And yeah.
Right, Portugal now. Let's not try and do anything fancy this one. They should just put the ball in directly. And that is not what they're doing.
No, they are going to put the ball in, but it's headed away by Sheridan Spitzer, our hero and icon. Might need to get a picture of the studio. Put alongside Beckham on that wall. That can't be seen. But...
I think she's on Ronaldo, Messi and Cruyff status.
Yeah. We should just replace the TFC behind us. TFC logo behind us with a giant picture of Sheridan Spitzer. Yeah, Diana Silva now. Flying down this right hand side, headed away by Stephanie Van der Graat. And now Mertens has kept that just about in play. Back to Danielle van der Donk. Long ball looking for Berenstein. Plays it into Brugge. This is lovely football from the Netherlands. And then out of play, off. Oh, let's give it a free kick.
I think they just want to give the ball back. Berenstein's having none of that.
No, it's actually Brugge, I think, that wrestled the ball out of her possession.
Chased her down. Yeah, they get now the rest of chat with Tatiana Pinto and Brugge for stealing the ball off each other and trying to hide it. Jessica Silva's put her hands up. She's running away.
I think she want a throw.
Oh.
But yeah, it's going to be a throw for the Netherlands.
Oh, it is.
Brugge. Look to try and go long with this, and does really well to pick out Mertens. Still with Lieke Martens. Van der Donk. I mean, she put herself into a tight space there.
They're trying to spin out of it.
And now Brugge and Silva fighting for the ball. How difficult is it to tell which player it came off? Brugge. Jessica Silva wins it back. She's going to try and dribble forwards. And this is where she can be most dangerous. She's claiming she was pulled back by Brugge.
Oh no.
Ref's like, get on with it, mate.
Ref's had enough.
Oh yeah, I understand. She's been whinging about literally everything. Even throw-ins. Just get on with it. Anyway, Berenstein running in the channel here. Anna Borges trying to stop her, but kicks it off the pitch and Netherlands with a throw.
Doesn't like she doesn't care. Like, stop moaning, just get on with it. Like she didn't give free kicks, actual free kicks.
Berenstein held that up well. Fighting for it is Danielle van der Donk, cleared away by Gomez. And then Janssen fighting for the ball. I feel like the ref is sort of losing control of the game through the whole throw-in thing. It's not really her fault that like Netherlands have just took that one there and Portugal weren't happy about it. But yeah,
That's a foul.
Daniela van der Donk clipped there by Anna Borges, and that's going to be given, much to her frustration. But yeah, she definitely did foul the defender there, the winger there.
Van der Donk still on the deck. Reska called the physios over. Hopefully she's alright.
Van der Donk's movement, though, is what makes her so difficult to deal with for the opposition.
Yeah.
Because she's been, in both channels, she's been operating in the midfield.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a foul. Got absolutely clarted there by Anna Borges.
Borges is lucky there not to get into the book.
Yeah. It's quite an interesting Portugal system. It looks to be a 4-back for most of the time. I think it rotates or transforms into a 3-back at times, so especially when Amado is like pretty much playing as a winger half the time. But yeah, looks like a bit of a 4-3-1-2, I would say.
Spitzer now another attempt at a free kick, another delivery, looking towards that back post with Van der Graat and Janssen.
And they got Roord in there as well. Netherlands do have a lot, pose a big threat from set pieces.
And caught by Pereira.
Yeah, good that from Ferreira. Made a bit of a hash of the first goal. She'll be keen to get a few claims under her belt just to bring back that confidence. But 30 minutes played here then. Netherlands still leading by a goal to nil. Do you think that Portugal will get a goal in this first half, or is it more they've just got to keep it tight because Netherlands look like adding a second?
I think they've done all right. They have done all right.
Ferreira goes long. Bruggs can't win it. Silva brings it under her control, kicks it into Groen, and that's going to be a Portugal throw. But yeah, it's going to be difficult for Portugal. But if they could just try and hold on for now, I think, and then try and get a goal.
I mean, Haiti went one down to England yesterday, and then they just kept it at 1-0 and they had chances.
Silva. Pinto. Lifts it in towards the box, but it's claimed by Van Donselaar, who wasn't really challenged there.
Can't tell really whether that was a trying to ball over the top or a shot.
It was definitely a ball in behind looking for anyone in the box, so it didn't seem to be any direction behind it, though, any target. But yeah, Daphne Van Donselaar then will go along with this, and she's picked out Mertens, won though by Portugal's number 13, Fatiana Pinto. Berenstein fighting for possession, does well. Van der Donk, Bruggs tries to pick out Berenstein, wins it back, Bruggs, and now wins a corner.
Goal kick.
No, it's given a goal kick. Netherlands seem frustrated by that, but yeah. Difficult to tell.
Left of this half. Portugal go play at the back. Roord putting the pressure straight on, forcing them long.
Norton takes Bruggs out of control, but then can't go anywhere after that. Netherlands kick it off. Now Amado looking to go down this line and just throws down the channel, hoping Diana Silva will win that back. And Jessica Silva Spitzer's pass to Van der Graat, didn't have enough on it. Silva wins it back. Here's Amado. Portugal already, though, Netherlands have recovered back, but Portugal coming forward still. Silva still holding on to the ball, and she's done brilliantly here. I don't know how she's still going with this ball.
She's asked her teammates,
goes to Amado, and she's instantly giving it away, but it does just feel like Jessica Silva is isolated. She's got no options. I think some of it is her. I think some of it is her own doing, though.
She did run into the corner.
Like she is, running herself into trouble, but. Yeah, I don't mean she's trying to do it all on her own. Well, that's by choice or
Norton dispossessed but wins it back. Foul given.
That seems soft, but fair enough. Norton there, a little over aggressive. Now Van der Graat goes to Roord, back to Van der Graat. Groen. Now it's with Janssen and Bruggs. Back to Janssen. Just feels like no matter where Portugal press, Netherlands always have a spare player. They've always got an option to pass to. Spitzer. into Van der Donk. It's behind Palova, and she's not going to be able to recover back.
I think the front two Portugal is interesting as well because it doesn't feel like they're playing in the front two. Diana Silva I haven't really seen, and Jessica Silva seems to try and do everything by herself, like she's up there.
Silva's like the front man, and then Diana Silva's like your forward, your out and out number 9. Silva's more of a more fluid winger type player, so she's moving left and right, and Diana Silva seems to be staying in the middle.
It doesn't feel like they're helping each other.
No, they're not really working together. They're not close enough to work together. Silva's too wide and Diana's too central. Jessica Silva's too wide, Diana Silva's too central.
And that didn't come pitch.
Yeah. Just go straight down the touchline. Silva thinks it took a touch though off the Netherlands player and has won a foul.
Sarcastically clapping the referee there.
No, it was applauding.
Oh.
Got the ball, Amado. Norton gets it back to Amado. Now Silva. Oh, tries a skill.
Just try and team up, so.
Tries to put it to the legs of the number 17. Doesn't quite come off.
Rather than try to take everyone on down, so we're getting back in. Can't win the ball back though. And
no, she's a bit over aggressive there. Pinto tries to bring it forward to the rest. Like, hang on a minute. No.
Not having it.
Netherlands 3 kick then in their own half.
Why is Joseph not just throwing that back to Netherlands? Why are these two teams just like really hate? Do they have like some rivalry we don't know about?
Potentially, yeah.
Because they seem to really dislike each other.
Van der Donk into the path of Bruggs, puts the ball in, heads away. And now Norton trying to go somewhere. Van der Donk stops her. Lieke Martens, Ruggles for a few players, will take aim, but it was blocked by Portugal. And that takes the pace off the ball, and it's an easy claim for Ferreira. But yeah. She always seems quite erratic for her. I remember watching her the last year, obviously. She's good. She's a good goalkeeper, but often quite erratic. Like she'd be brilliant with she's really good at like the most ridiculous saves ever. Yeah. Like getting right to the corners, but the simple stuff she can't do sometimes. And Brooks, just and often she comes flying out of goal.
Yeah.
Reminds me of
that's her trademark trait, wasn't it, in the Euro? She kept running out, sprinting at everyone every time someone got through on goal.
It reminds me of Campos, the Mexican goalkeeper who was short and just mental. Would come flying out at everyone, but yeah. Honestly scored quite a few goals. But yeah.
Like if any keeper is going to pull off the scorpion kick save again,
it's going to be her, yeah. Because you're the only one that's going to try it in a World Cup. But yeah. Brooks, Janssen. Just more than happy to get that out of play. And she did try to put it down the touchline, but yeah. Anyway, the right back now, Ana Borges, plays into the path of Norton. One back though by Daniele van der Donk. Norton went down quite softly there, and it's been given the other way. Fair enough.
Norton's picked the ball up.
Yeah. I don't really know what the complaint could be though. She thinks she's been fouled. I don't think she's been fouled at all.
Jessica Silva again, referee's here. On the referee, just book her. Like she hasn't got her cards out yet, which is fair enough to the ref.
Yeah, it's not been anything there's not been anything card worthy, I would say.
So for Jessica Silva just whining.
Spitzer. Ball over the top, looking for Beerenstein. It has found the target. Beerenstein takes a touch and then tries to put it back into the box. Headed on target
really to get that
by Daniele van der Donk, but yeah, straight at the goalkeeper. And yeah, here, long ball looking for Beerenstein, really, really good. She then heads it into her control. The defender just doesn't seem to know how to deal with that ball. Tries to head it away, and then Beerenstein just sort of kicks it off her head.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. But yeah, chat. What are your thoughts on this first half? Please do get involved. Give us your thoughts if you're enjoying this game. If you're enjoying the stream, please tell us that as well. But yeah. It's been a good first half, I'd say, so far. Netherlands definitely look like they are in the ascendancy. However, Portugal have shown glimpses of promise, so there's every chance that if they continue playing or turn it up a notch, then maybe a goal or a comeback in this game could be possible.
That's really
good. Nice movement from Lieke Martens. She's being pulled back by the number 13, but it continues going. Plays into Palova. Palova, though.
Bit overhit.
I don't think that is overhit. I think Palova's just
didn't move in time.
Not reacting quick enough to these passes. There was one a couple of minutes ago from Martens that was behind her. Plover just didn't really bother running back. It was like definitely
she's not
could have
moving until the ball's played.
Yeah.
So when the ball's played, she's on her heels and she can't get there.
Amado. Norton. Amado.
Why don't you just seem to throw it and hope someone
Good
gets
challenge
there?
from Roord, and it's out of play for a Portugal throw. Sorry, Groningen again. I keep getting those two mixed up.
Mm.
Yeah, and no, it's Netherlands. Okay, fair enough. Francisco Neto looks lost. He looks like a man that doesn't really know how, you know, not that he doesn't know what he's doing, but doesn't know, you know, how to fix this, how to change this game. I don't know what his experience is like, whether he's a very experienced coach who just gets really nervous or very experienced. And Jessica Silva there, frustrated, kicks the ball away and then goes over to hug a cameraman. Not a cameraman, a steward.
That's Steward's love and life.
Yeah, I was going to say, he had the fattest grin on his face as she goes over and hugs him.
Poor Mossa Perot, he's just sitting there looking at the crowd and Jessica Silva's just come over and hugged him.
Yeah.
Just trying to run down the line, didn't quite make it. Gives us lovely.
She seems to be quite an emotional player, Jessica Silva. You know, she plays with the heart on her sleeve. She's, you know, throwing herself about a bit, but she's also expressed herself with her football, because you can see that in the way she plays the game. She constantly scrapping away with the ball, constantly trying stuff when she's got the ball at her feet. Quite skillful, but yeah, hasn't really come off yet today. But you can tell she's clearly a very talented player.
Not really working for Portugal at the moment, but the fact they're only
Vietnam coming up next. I think that's on Thursday. I want to say might be on.
That should be a win.
Yeah. That should be. And if Portugal win that, then they could be level on points with the US going to the final match day, depending on the result of Netherlands-USA, of course.
And they'll have to get whatever they can out of that.
Silva. Amado.
Needs again. I don't know how Portugal end up so isolated. I don't know what they do, but Amado's down here on the left hand side all by herself.
Bernstein. The thing is, today's result won't matter too much for Portugal if there is a winner in USA-Netherlands. Yeah. Because then they only need to beat USA in the final match. But obviously, a draw today would help them much more, because that means they might not need to beat the US in the final match, which is a very difficult thing to do, being the United States. But yeah. Anyway, Sheridan spits up on the ball now. Looks to switch the play. Here's Janssen. Goes down the line. Brugts. Coming forwards.
Charging forwards.
Still in possession now, Brugts. And now here is Van der Donk. Brugts. She's lost possession. Now Silva will look to break away, Jessica Silva. Hasn't really got options, but she's still going.
Options. I don't know what Portugal are doing. They're just not getting any options.
Back now to Ana Borges. She goes back further still.
It just feels like the midfield doesn't get up to help the attack. You kind of have the two strikers and a fullback.
I don't think Diana Silva's touched the ball.
No.
She's just not really been involved at all.
As in, you've got the two strikers and the two fullbacks, which are kind of attacking, and Diana Silva's kind of not touched the ball. That leaves you with Jessica Silva and the fullbacks, because the midfielders aren't getting up either.
Yeah, no.
It's really weird. Then they're so isolated, they've got no one to pass to.
Spitzer, Martens. Now it's Jill Roord. Out to Pelova. Goes round Amado. Trying to find someone to shift it to. Here's Roord. Tries to go down the line, blocked though.
Yeah. I think Netherlands will be happy with the result, maybe not the performance. Portugal, they just, I don't know. It feels like they're the one. It's not the reason they're not playing well. It's not to do with Netherlands. On
the ball, coming forwards now, shifts it across. Roord can't sort out her feet. Berenstein and takes aim. Yeah, should have been. There should have been. Berenstein does really well here.
Yeah.
To pick up the ball and drive it forwards. She realises she hasn't really got the best opportunity to shoot. Yeah, just fends off Gomez well there. And then here cuts it back excellently. and she should have shot first time, Jill Roord. And then it's a bit messy. Berenstein then tries to take a shot, should have gone far post, tried to go near post, hasn't come off. But yeah. She's had a really good game so far, Berenstein. She always looks dangerous when she's in possession, and while we did fear that they would lack the potency that Netherlands usually have when they've got Vivianne Miedema, Berenstein is making up for that with her technical ability. She looks really dangerous whenever she's in possession. And yeah, Janssen there losing the ball and out for a Portugal throw.
I know it's how time we're going to get.
I wouldn't imagine many. There's not been many stoppages, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's none, but they've probably had something.
Did the VAR check, didn't we?
Oh yeah, for the goal. So 3 additional minutes in this first half then. Yeah, I forgot the goal. What was happened? It's been so long, but yeah. Silva. Now it's Norton.
Deanne Silva's had a really poor game. She slipped over there just passing the ball.
Roord. Yeah, she struggled to get involved really. Well, just because Silva's been everywhere and getting on the ball and struggling to create stuff. Oh, again, Palova just, I don't know there. That one was slightly ahead of her, but it feels like she's not in the right positions to receive the ball. That's a nice bit of passage of play from Spitzer into Roord, and then it needs to go out wide. Palova's just a little bit behind where she needs to be there.
Spitzer, great tackle there to cut the ball out.
It makes sense. Obviously, she's a winger trying to play full wing back. She's going to be more focused on defensive opportunity, on her defensive, what's it called?
Duties.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, a dummy there from Palova.
Palova still going, but it's one back now by Pinto. Fatima Pinto brought down by Glernon. She might take the free kick quickly. No, they look like they're going to take their time about this one and lift into the box again. Hopefully they don't do something weird and stupid.
Just put it in there and beat the first for that. Because last night it landed straight on Spitzer's head. And I can see her again positioned perfectly to cut that ball out.
Yeah.
Dolores got to put a bit more on this. They've got options as long as it's the right ball in.
Players in the box. Charging into the box now. Dolores Silva lifts into the right area. Claimed easily by Van Domselaar. Again, a poor ball.
Yeah.
Too close to the goalkeeper. Nowhere near any of the players. And yeah, she puts her hand up to apologise.
She's not playing it to the runners. She's just putting it in there.
Yeah.
And hoping someone runs onto it. Rather than trying to meet someone's run.
They don't have much height, Portugal. They don't really have anyone to aim for. Spitzer's going well. Where's Van der Graat sat then?
Yeah.
Let's just say there. Or even Jill Roord. But
Martens isn't too short.
No.
Janssen as well.
Janssen more than Martens. I don't think Lieke Martens is challenging in the air too much. But I mean, obviously they can still win headers. Berenstein, we know, is really good in the air.
They're footballers.
But she is short.
The ball comes to her. She doesn't know how to head the ball.
Yeah, Brugts. I think we are going to see out this half now at 1-0 Netherlands. Don't think we're going to get a goal. And yeah, Portugal haven't really looked like challenging Netherlands too much. They've got in some decent areas, but they don't really do anything. Do anything with the ball in those areas. So yeah, Diana Silva now stood in the corner and they've had enough.
Yeah.
There we go. Time called on the half. It's 1-0 here in New Zealand. Netherlands 1, Portugal 0. It's been a good game so far. Netherlands definitely the better side though. Portugal really struggling to create anything in the final third, but it's been quite an even game. Good battles throughout the pitch, and a very exciting start to this match. I think this should be Netherlands' win, but Portugal could still bring it back in the second half.
They're still very much in this game, and they've done well because that early goal went in from Van der Graat, I thought, there could be a bit of trouble here, but no, only one goal down. They're still very much in this game, and we saw how Haiti did the same. They only went one goal down yesterday, and they have chances. Better quality opposition like Portugal might be able to get chances and take them. But again, another close game, only 1-0. Not seeing too many goals.
This is going to be another. Every single stream we do is just like 1-0, 0-0, those sort of score lines.
But it's not been a bad game. It's there's been quality. I feel like Netherlands haven't played to the best of their ability yet. But they have looked at decent spells, and going forward especially they've looked great down this right hand side. I mean, both flanks really. Brits, what's her name?
Brooks.
Brooks.
Brooks, yeah.
That one. And Palova.
Yeah. Palova. They both look good in the wide areas. I think Beerenstein and Mertens are starting to link up with a bit more consistency. Beerenstein in particular looks really dangerous.
Yeah.
You can see Mertens would work really well as a second striker, but she needs a Miedema up there, someone that can sort of nod the ball down to her. Beerenstein's done well, almost set up a goal for, Danielle van der Donk once, and then Jill Roord should have finished. Netherlands could have a greater advantage now, but it's gonna.
Not got Portugal. I think they're just so alone. They're not playing together. They're playing as single people.
Yeah.
And it's really weird. I don't get how on earth players can look so isolated. Like Amado will run down the left-hand side, run to the corner, and then just get trapped by herself. Jessica Silva's just running around the place, like she's covering every inch of the pitch. But every time she gets the ball in any position, she's just so alone. Diana Silva hasn't moved. I don't think. I think she's just spent her time on the edge of the D, being zonal marked by the Netherlands defence. She hasn't touched the ball at all, really. I would bring her off, to be honest. I think she's been woeful. The midfield aren't supporting the attack, and I don't know why. Is that something that they've been told to do? Just sit back and watch?
Because it feels like they're too cautious in this game. You know,
they're
obviously
just so deep.
Obviously, Netherlands are a very good side, but Portugal need to take the game to them a little more.
Like I haven't seen, we need to see Pinto and Dolores Silva getting forward to help the strikers, especially when Diana Silva's just standing around. Yeah,
Jessica Silva's look good though. I think she's done as much as she can with the opportunity she's been presented.
Help.
Yeah.
Like someone give an option, even if it's just like a pass, because she keeps running into trouble.
But Van der Graat's header, sensational at the back post. Even though two players were marking her, they still couldn't stop her. And you've got to ask questions of the goalkeeper. I think Ferreira made a huge mistake here. Like, her positioning was all over the place, and couldn't quite get it across to it. Definitely
good header though. Good header.
Oh yeah, definitely don't think Jill Roord was impeding in any way by being there. So overall, Netherlands have looked the better side. They've played the better stuff, but they do need to be wary that if Portugal can get Jessica Silva in more, in better better positions, and give us some more support, there's every chance that they can get something out of this game. But they have looked dangerous. Jill Roord probably could have scored from a corner later into the half, which she headed over the bar. But and that seems to be where they're most dangerous, isn't it? Netherlands from these set pieces, because they've got such a height advantage in the box.
It's like aiming in the air.
Yeah.
Because Portugal got a short defence.
Quite a short team.
Yeah.
And that's why they're struggling so much from their own set piece, because it's lifting into no one.
The balls haven't been great either. I think they just lacked a bit of clinicality, lacked a bit of quality as well, which is what we expected. We know they aren't the greatest team.
No, and it feels like in a group with Netherlands and USA, you're sort of doomed to fail there, aren't you? But they should still beat Vietnam and give a good account of themselves in this game. And it's not like they've been horrendous today. So I think they've given a good account of themselves. But overall, the difference in quality is evident.
Yeah.
Beerenstein probably should have gone far post with that effort. Did really well to get it down the line, plays it into Jill Roord. Jill Roord makes a mess of it. It does end up falling to Beerenstein. To be honest, I think she could have scored there. I mean, Jill Roord Van der Donk definitely should have scored there.
Yeah.
And then Beerenstein should have aimed for the far
I think Portugal will be slightly pleased with the fact that it is only 1-0. They are still somewhat in the game, even if they've been outclassed, really. Yeah. Outplayed sometimes. So they'll be happy with that. But I don't know. It's going to be a long 45 for them.
It is. I think, as we've seen, Netherlands, they look good, but I think they will only grow into this game more and start offering more of a challenge. So, I feel like while they've done well so far, Portugal, they need to be wary that Netherlands are going to pose even more of a challenge, and they're not going to go. It's not going to get easier this game. So they've got to keep fighting. They've got to try and offer more support for Jessica Silva, and I don't know. I feel like Portugal, this is just a game that they're not going to be able to win.
They've got to play together, because they're not playing together at the moment.
Yeah. Van der Donk has looked good.
Yeah, she has looked good, and we highlight the players we highlighted in the start have looked good. Netherlands have been solid defensively. Spitz is a cracking game as always. Van der Graat getting the goal and
You
Janssen
just feel
doing
like
the business.
Portugal are really struggling to play out as well. The Netherlands press look so strong. They come forward, they narrow off the angles, and Portugal just really struggling to play out of that. So a lot of the time, they're either losing the ball, in dangerous areas, and Netherlands and then having chances, or they're just smashing it along and the Netherlands win it back because they're stronger, because they've got taller players who can win those aerial balls. So how do Portugal move the ball from their defence to their attack without losing it, of course? How do they do that? With a bit more consistency.
It is difficult because whatever they do, they're risking losing it because they can't go long. As you say, they can't go long. They can't play it out.
It's about just maybe dropping another player in there to have more options when playing out from the back, and then
It's
everyone
a really weird one because
pushing up as a unit.
it feels like they're playing with 10 men, 10 players, because when they're playing at the back, they need an extra player. When they're playing up front, it feels like they're all by themselves and they need more players.
I think that's the disconnect. The midfield is sort of, they're not dropping in enough, but they're also not pushing up enough.
It's so void. It's like there's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's like just a big gap.
Yeah, it feels like there's no unification.
When Netherlands get up, they have the two fullbacks, the two strikers, and Roord and Van der Donk both push on. They leave Groen and back. With Portugal, when they come back, they've just got the back four.
They need to move like a unit.
Yeah.
Portugal, but they just seem like a little lost.
It feels
Netherlands,
like...
it's all as a unit. Midfield are getting forward, but they're also getting in back. I don't know. It feels like Portugal just not really positionally.
Looking at it seems like the midfield just stays still and the forwards move up and down and the defence move up and down. Like they're playing table football and they're just not moving the middle row. They're just moving the other two rows back and forth. It's not working.
No, it's not really. I don't really know how Portugal fix that. Is it change the system potentially?
Yeah, because they're also getting a run. I don't know if this is a
system they're familiar with, but because they seem to be trying to match up Netherlands too similarly. They've played a 4-3-1-2 today, and if we look back at when was their last look back at the Euros last year then, where they really struggled again. They played a 4-3-3 there. Their last game they sort of won that's on football, where they drew against Switzerland at the last Euros. In that game they played that 4-3-3 and Norton looked really good in midfield.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So Borges was playing as a winger back then. She's at right back today. Amado was at right back. She's at left back today. Very similar sort of team though. Not too many different players. Silva was out on the left. Diana Silva. And Jessica Silva played through the middle and actually scored in that game. So is it about maybe moving Diana out wide, maybe bringing another winger, because maybe I don't know if they've got enough options up there, and because they've still got Norton as an attack midfielder, and she's not really doing anything in that role. I don't know. She's had a really tough game, Norton. I feel like she's been one of Portugal's worst players playing in that attack midfield role because she's getting drawn into the battle too much. She goes down too easily, I would say. She's not really able to get on the ball and move it quick enough, so she's getting stuck, not really doing anything. So she's having a tough game. The forwards aren't really getting the service that they require, and it's been overall a disappointing game for Portugal.
Has. But for Netherlands, they'll be happy. They probably want a couple goals, maybe just in case they need the goal difference, or vice versa. But they'll look ahead. They'll look at this. They win today. They beat Vietnam. Whatever the US result won't really matter in terms of their getting through. Obviously, they're standing in the group. It will, because that'll be between first and second.
Obviously, with Sweden being the potential opponents, you do not want to be second because that's a really tough game. If you go through top, you're probably going to play. You're going to play either Italy, Argentina, or South Africa. You'd imagine that's a much easier game. So the game on Thursday is going to be a big one. It also obviously then decides who you play in future rounds and stuff. So
because speaking of Sweden, obviously earlier they weren't at the races against South Africa. Went 1-0 down with about half an hour to go, but they pulled it back. They dug deep and they pulled it back.
That's the thing, they are a really strong side. Players like Blackstenius and Rolfo, of course, and Eriksson. And is it Angeldal? She plays for them, right? Yeah. So it's a really strong side, Sweden. I think for me, you do not want to be facing those in round 16 because they could cause an upset.
I think it's interesting because obviously Netherlands, they want to bounce back the tournament. They are a very strong side. They will be there come the end of the tournament. But there are a lot of teams like that we're predicting to be there at the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
We spoke about three there.
It's such an open tournament. You don't really know, and there's going to be some shocks because the round 16 will present some interesting games. Like we know we know there's going to be some real
We know that Sweden or
tough matches.
Netherlands or USA are going to be out in that round of 16,
yeah
and that's well, one of them being out will be massive.
yeah.
I think it will be interesting. It's very competitive though. It's very competitive. There's like 5 or 6 teams that could win the tournament for me. So it's very interesting. And then you've got the underdog stories of the likes of New Zealand pulling off brilliant wins, and the hosts Australia, well, Australia joint host of New Zealand, but both host teams looking strong in their first games. Still yet to see what France can offer.
Yeah.
Brazil could be not a surprise package, but a bit of a could catch everyone out. It's going to be very interesting.
And, we could even end up with something like Spain-Norway is every chance. Because Spain topped their group and Norway finished second. Obviously, Norway lost in the first match day. So for them to come back through, they're going to have to win both their games. And even then, they may only finish second.
Yeah.
If New Zealand win all their games. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. They were going to get some good games in round 16, hopefully. And, yeah.
Yeah. It is. It's good. It is good to have such high competition.
Obviously, England will face the second place in Group D if we top in Group B. Sorry, if we top the group, which is the Australia, Canada, Nigeria group. So we're in for a tough game no matter what. Because if we come first, we're going to play the team in second, which is probably going to be Canada or Nigeria now.
Yeah.
If we finish second, we play the team in first, probably going to be Australia. So it's not a nice draw in round 16 for England at all. We're going to be playing either the hosts or Canada or Nigeria.
Ireland.
We're both trying. They're not going to be playing Ireland. There we go. That's
Canada look very good. Nigeria, Oshuala, and they look pretty strong against Canada. Yeah. And Australia, obviously, as we say, the hosts looked very good against Ireland.
It's shaping up to be a really exciting tournament.
It is, and we're only 4 days in.
We are.
I mean, and still another game today. Who is that game?
I believe
France Jamaica.
I believe it is. Yes, it's that group. Yeah, France Jamaica at 11 o'clock.
My dark horses come on.
I was going to say that should be a really exciting game. I think France obviously had a really difficult, by their standards, difficult Euros. Yeah. Only getting to the where did they get to? Only getting to to quarterfinals, I think.
Lost to Germany. Yeah.
Might have been semis.
Double, right?
Yeah, semi-finals. Sorry. Alexander Popp scored a brace in that game. Yeah. So I don't know, but they should be getting very deep in this tournament.
Yeah.
They've obviously now managed by Herbie Renard, who is a very good coach. We're aware of that. I think they've got a chance of going all the way, but they've got to start strong today in Jamaica. Well, they could cause some problems. Obviously, we know how good Khadija Shaw is. We've seen that in recent matches. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether France can win later today. Anyway, returning our attention back to the game currently live. It's of course Netherlands and Portugal, and they're now out for the second half, about to get underway here. Portugal have a lot of work to do. Netherlands will be wanting to finish this game in style, and just see it out now. But it's going to take a lot. Portugal will get us started. Diana Silva will get us started more specifically. And yeah, Netherlands played well so far. They've got to keep that up. They've got to sustain it throughout the rest of this match. So goalkeeper's just something's happening here. I don't really know what.
We're waiting
referee.
For the guy at the bottom of his suit with his arm down.
I don't know what he is waiting for, but anyway, once the referee's got his command that she can start the game, we'll get underway. And she does now have that, so she will blow her whistle, get us started for the second half here in New Zealand of Netherlands versus Portugal. 1-0 at the break, and now into the second 45, and already Portugal coming forward, looking to attack, but Gomez lifts it up the pitch. Diana Silva trying to nod it on. Van der Glaat, though, always going to win it in the air.
Diana Silva on the deck.
Down now, and Van der Glaat's just checking she's alright. Fezio's being waved on. The problem is, why are you constantly trying, Portugal, why are they constantly trying to lift it to up in the air against Van der Glaat? You're not going to win. I don't think there was too much in that. Van der Glaat challenges for the ball. The problem is Diana Silva's so short.
Shoulders ahead.
It's not even the shoulder, it's her elbow.
Yeah.
Van der
Diana Silva jumping doesn't even reach Van der Glaat's elbow. When Van der Glaat's jumping, obviously, going mental, she jumped and didn't hit her elbow, she's standing.
And the Glaat is just towering over everyone. Pretty much is though, and that they're trying to go long and challenge in the air against Van der Glaat. It's the stupidest thing we've ever seen.
Diana Silva's alright. I think it was just a blow to the head. Probably just going to hurt a bit bruised.
I mean, it's going to be painful. Yeah,
they got a bit of an ice bag on it.
Some peas.
Well, I don't know which one of them could be warming up to replace it.
Okay, Portugal being sent
I
on.
don't think it'd be the man. That's all I can predict.
The bloke in the background that's just stood there.
No, there's a guy, there's like a coach with them. Not a random, like, steward.
If they were to look at substitutes, then what would Portugal be looking at? Well, they would probably bring on either Francisca Nazareth, she can play out on the right. Telma Encarnacal
She will carry on.
can play up front. Carolina Mendes is another forward as well, so they have options. But yeah, Diana Silva's fine, but just if they want some attacking.
Brilliant shot. She's got elbowed in the head.
Yeah, they do continue on in this 4-3-1-2 then. The one thing we did see at the Euros last year was despite their poor performances, Neto did seem reluctant to change his style.
Yeah. They've got to change something here because they're not, they all lose.
They do.
Simple as that.
Then Neto, the coach of Portugal since 2014, he knows what he's doing in that regard. Well, to be fair though, when he joined, they hadn't ever qualified for a major competition, and since his appointment, they've got to 2 World Cups and 2 Euros, so he's done something right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Silva loses out to Roord, but then wins it back. Poor pass though from Pinto, and now Gomez under a bit of pressure. Amado tries to go down the line, but just kicks it off. And yeah, Portugal again, we're seeing they're under immense pressure. It doesn't help when some of their wayward passes. I mean, they have to take extra time on the ball. That's not.
Yeah.
It's not very useful. Pullover. Going to take this throw. Plays it into Roord. Tries to go back to Pullover, but it's passed to Diana Silva. Gets on the ball. She sort of stumbles over it, but she keeps going. Ball pumped, smashed out by Gomez. And now out for a Netherlands throw once more.
Portugal already under the cosh.
Yeah. Once again, there are nobody in the crowd getting annoyed. They're just doing a Mexican wave.
I love it. It just looks like we're getting out of scrape.
Van der Donk. Now Van der Graat under a little bit of pressure goes back to Van Donselaar. And Van Donselaar taking her time in possession, not really under a lot of pressure. Now Silva walks towards her, so she goes along with it. Janssen. And Martens tries to head it back to Janssen, hasn't quite come off. Daniele van der Donk trying to win it in midfield. Norton gets on the ball though. Strong challenge on for Timo Pinto there from Brugge. And tries to go down the line. Ana Borges, but that's not come off at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just really struggling to play out Portugal.
Feels like they've got to try something different, but they're not really doing
Well,
that.
the two options are we'll play it on the ground and lose it to the Netherlands high press, or play it in the air and Van der Graat just head it into a new dimension. Yeah, they're all going for the Mexican wave. It looked like they're really annoyed by some of the decisions. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if there's any. I don't think there is any designated sort of like this is the Netherlands and this is Portugal.
No,
they all seem to be mixed.
We saw this with the other World. We saw it with the Qatar World Cup and the Women's Euros. They do just mix the crowds at the World Cup. There's no like massive rivalries really.
Well, equally, if you had like Kosovo, Serbia, that is going to be the most insane crowd ever.
They would sit there next to each other. Can they? I don't think they can play each other, can they?
I don't know.
I swear there's something like they're not allowed to.
Yeah. Because if not, the Third World War will start.
Yeah. But for that, it would be all-out warfare in the crowd.
Yeah, the game wouldn't happen.
Diana Silva. Let's play for
behind, Jessica Silva. Takes aim, but it's
that's her first shot of the game.
She knew I think she thought she was closer to the goal than she was, but
she was also offside. No, she wasn't.
No, just onside there, but too far wide really. Tries just to aim it towards goal, but yeah, on her weaker foot there, can't really do anything with the ball.
Yeah, well, they'll take that. That's their first shot of the game. It's been long awaited 50 minutes.
I was gonna say it's been a while.
Ball flicked onto Beerenstein and now she's in.
Beerenstein has Martens up in support. Should have used Lieke Martens. Forward to Daniele van der Donk, and that's a huge stop from Ferreira. I think van der Donk will be annoyed she's not buried that, but still tries to put it past the goalkeeper at the near post, and hasn't quite come off. No. But a huge save from Ferreira. That Brugts, Berenstein. Good touch. Back to Brugts. Into Martens. Now Spitzer. Plays it out wide. Roord. Tries to play into the path of Palova. Hasn't come off. Silva. Touches poor. And now, Van der Graat will wait and then throws it on to Spitzer. And Spitzer now.
Take time. Just move to the middle of the
for an
three for
option.
now. Right. I think that pass looked poor, but Dinosaur isn't anywhere near it to get him.
Tries to go to Berenstein down the line, hasn't quite come off.
Yeah. No, big save from the Portugal keeper.
Yeah.
Dun.
Slightly fortunate. Berenstein, I don't know whether she just didn't see that Lieke Martens was in acres of space to her right. But yeah, she tried to go alone, lost possession, fell to Danielle van der Donk in a good area. And she probably could have buried it. Yeah, Ferreira. Good save. And a good goalkeeper, the Portugal shot stopper.
Yeah, it's alright.
Very error prone.
Berenstein.
Gets
no
clipped,
there,
but no. She sort of just ran into her.
Oh, Norton does well there to get him there and win the throw.
And now, on this near side, Portugal have a throw. It is Neto trying to get the Portugal team up and up, for this game, because they don't seem to be very motivated. It seems to be quite flat at the minute for Portugal. Brugts trying to win the ball, falls to Norton. She wants to go down the line but loses out. Grunen, great challenge. Van der Donk turns, now Brugts. She tries to switch the flag. I don't think it's going to reach Palova though, because it's one back by the fullback. Grunen, excellent turn, and Silva is sent to the shots by that one.
Smart play.
Spitzer trying to go along with it, cut out by Gomez. Palova. Now it's Roord. Grunen holds off Silva. Here's Van der Graat in behind, looking for Palova, who keeps it in play. Playing against Armada here. And now can she get past her officer number? Not quite.
He's having a great time.
There's a lot of Portugal fans with drums. They're great in the atmosphere here.
I think he's the same guy.
Lieke
I
Martens.
think they keep cutting to him because he's a legend. He's having a great time.
There's one person in the crowd that they have managed to find for Portugal that's actually enjoying
The
themselves.
designated drummer. I think that's what they're winding down. He hasn't stopped banging that drum all game.
Silva. Norton loses out. Now Janssen, Van der Donk goes out wide. Palova.
Does really well. But again, Netherlands are working together, working as a team. They're just, Portugal always seem by themselves.
Now Jessica Silva breaks away from Grunen.
She's got to try and take on
running
four
at
people.
Spitzer. Has Diana Silva is now off in support.
And now she's lost it.
She tries to turn and fouls Grunen.
And that's good, get her a yellow
Just out of
card.
frustration. Yeah. And now she just pick up a yellow for her troubles, and she doesn't seem to.
No, she can all go wide, and now she's brought down Grunen. Probably a yellow. Yeah. It's just one, again, she's forced to turn back because she's got no other option. Because again, she's alone.
Yeah. She knew that was a foul instantly.
Yeah.
No complaints there. Yeah, 35 minutes to go then. It feels like, as much as this is a game that is only 1-0, it feels like it could be 8. Portugal just have no belief that they could get a goal in this game. Roord. Van der Donk is fouled, but Netherlands still the ball. Roord feeds it through to Berenstein, but it's cut out by Borges. Now it's with Pinto. Tries to go back and cut out by Martens. Goes off for a Portugal throw.
Yeah. That is definitely a Portugal goal. But yeah, just so half an hour, it is still 1-0. Portugal could get a lucky goal, maybe get a penalty.
Yeah, Ana Borges Now with a throw on this near side. The thing is, yeah, as you say, the only one of Portugal just don't seem to believe they can actually get in that. That was a poor pass back.
I think
now
the
it's
way
Brooks.
the momentum of the game's going, the way the game's played out, it doesn't feel like they're in the game at all.
Yeah, I know.
But it's just Netherlands haven't been
Van der
convincing enough.
No, but they've still played well. Silva, they tried to release her in behind. Van der Graat gets there, and that's going to be a throw for Portugal. Jessica Silva's going to throw it to no one here because nobody's got forward for her
Yeah.
in support. I'm actually going to leave it for someone else to take the throw.
Again, like no one's moving for the thrower. Apart from Norton, who's being held by Van der Graat. And that
Tries
she
to
didn't look
find
up.
Silva.
That's when she hasn't looked up there. She just put the ball in and aiming for Silva against Janssen. Never
Janssen
gonna
just,
win that.
clips that out of play. Yeah. Anna Borges.
Again, there's just nowhere to throw it to, and that is a poor throw.
So she tried to play it for the flare in behind, but didn't quite come off. Borges. Into the number 11, huge challenge
Great
from
tackle.
Janssen. I think it
That's
came
goal
off the
kick as well,
Portugal
yeah.
defender, yeah.
Brilliant
Portugal
tackle from
attacker.
Janssen.
Really, really smart that from Janssen.
Good defending as well. Oh, actually, I don't know. I thought I might have been a cool one, to be fair. Looking back at it. But anyway, there's still plenty of time to go in this game. Like, this game's far from over.
Yeah, exactly.
It just feels like Netherlands are thrown to that. Well, they're not. They probably should be, and they probably will be at some point. But
Bernstein putting the pressure on. Borges, and
Does
that's
the
put out of
fly.
play by Lieke Martens.
Norton, was she brought down? Ref says no.
Van der Donk.
She was brought down. Ref says
Norton.
no. Norton's still going.
Finds Jessica Silva, who stood so well.
Yeah.
Norton.
She has options to use now. She's used to
Silva
with the throw.
tries
That
to get it
ball
back to
recovery
Norton.
time is very interesting. Very similar for both teams. Netherlands 12 seconds, Portugal 17 seconds. Not much to really separate it there.
No, I think that shows how well Portugal have sort of just taken their time possession at times. Like,
But they're also frustrating Netherlands. They're not letting Netherlands have that. Is lacklustre.
yeah, Anna Borges.
They've just lacked end
One
product
about
is-
our recovery time is now who's in possession, because have Netherlands recovered the ball, or is this still Portugal having the ball?
Next it'll go down to Netherlands goal kick. That would be
Okay.
Netherlands, I think.
You'd imagine so.
Unless they don't count it when the ball goes out of play.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Van Domselaar.
She has had nothing to do today. She must be bored. Just sat in like a Netherlands goal. Just keeps taking goal kicks every now and again.
Bernstein, Roord. Now Grennan,
Netherlands just...
Van der Graat.
They'll want another goal just to put this game to bed. So there's not really much worry. Because the last thing they want to do is concede, and that puts them in a big spot bar.
Plover. Tries to feed it through. Van der Donk.
Oh, they haven't managed to look left.
Tried to put it through to Bernstein, but can't.
Brooks was on her own.
Yeah. I just feel like a few times when they're operating through the middle, these Netherlands players, they're not looking. Like Bernstein did it when she could have played it across to Lieke Martens, that would have been a better chance to score. Instead, try to take it at her own. They need to just to scan a little bit. Like Brooks was, as you say, open
Poor
on
distribution.
that left hand side. Yeah. Should have anything overhit for the target.
Yeah.
Brooks. Into Mertens, one back though by the fullback Pinto. No, not fullback, sorry,
Grenan's
midfielder.
had a
Ball
good
in
game.
behind from Gran and Bernstein looking to create something here. Turns. Now cuts inside, takes aim.
That's where they
It's not a bad effort and it's a good stop though from Ferreira. Just needs to find the corner a little more there. Bit too central, that effort. And doesn't get the sort of curl she would have liked behind that effort. Van der Graat.
They need to stop
It's
going
in the
long.
air.
Diana Silva's getting murdered every time she goes up for a header with Van der Graat.
Yeah. Jessica Silva trying to win the ball. One back though
Yeah.
by Van der Donk. It's a poor touch from Mertens. Though she now does win it back from Pinto, looking to go down this left-hand side, Lieke Martens. Oh, and then Brooks is clipped, and that's definitely a foul. I think this might be the second yellow card of the game. 2 players went down there. Two separate fouls. 2 separate fouls from Portugal and Netherlands. And Gronans, I think, now making a point of how on earth they're not a card there. But Mertens had already been fouled, and Brooks got crunched by 2 players.
By Norton and Tatiana Pinto.
Yeah.
Everyone's back to their feet now, and it will be Netherlands' 3 kick.
And Sheridan spits us over once more. Not really filling the box here though, Netherlands. Now they will start to get some bodies forward. Now there are Spitzers there.
Just feels like that clock is ticking very slowly for both sides. Netherlands just want to get to the end. Portugal.
Yeah.
I mean, Portugal just feel like the game's going on for an age.
Spitzer aiming for that back post. Headed on. Berenstein will be looking so she can get this back into the box. She was in offside position though, apparently.
Don't know how. Unless it wasn't her. Oh yeah, no. Oh, no, I'm not sure about that. They all looked on to me.
I don't know who's offside there. Alas.
Ball down the line. Not a bad idea, but Diana Silva losing out again. Out for Portugal throw though. And here come there will be changes soon for Portugal. Kika.
Yeah, number 20.
Whenever the ball next goes out. I'd like to think it's a
That's
tackle.
Nazareth then, yeah. Francesca.
Yeah.
Francesca Nazareth, 20-year-old winger for Benfica, plays on the right wing, so potentially now the ball go to a front 3.
Yeah.
Diana on the left, Jessica Silva on the right, through the middle, Nazareth on the right, potentially.
This is better football though. Diana Silva coming down the right hand side. Van der Graat's across immediately, puts out for a corner. Brilliant defending again. She's had a great game. Absolutely brilliant game.
But Nazareth had a really, really good Women's Champions League. It's just a shame that Benfica got grouped. But they were in a group with Bayern and Barcelona, so sort of makes sense. Obviously, the Women's Champions League is a smaller tournament than the men's.
Yeah.
They have less groups, less teams, less rounds.
Portugal corner though, their first of the game.
Yeah.
Jessica Silva was praying. She might have been do that. Hope they can get
That's
something.
a good delivery.
Hope they can get something from this corner.
Ball looped in.
Never going to win that in the air.
No.
Spitzer got it away, I think, in the end, or was it Janssen? And it's just hacked up in the air. Still kept alive, though. Jessica Silva's got it. Janssen's there again. Who do you expect to come off then for Nazareth?
It's going to be one of the midfielders. It's going to be probably Norton, I would say. She's not had a great game at all.
Ball in from Silva.
But she could drop a little deeper and they could bring one of the Pintos off.
Dolores Silva.
Or Silva. Or Dolores Silva, yeah.
Any of them.
Any of the midfield 3, likely. But yeah, or they bring off Norton, who's really not done a lot from attacking midfield.
No.
But yeah.
This is good.
Anyway, now coming forward once more.
Nice spell for Portugal.
Yeah,
last couple of minutes.
Norton gets that to Dolores. They've lost it now. Here's Lieke Martens. Brugts. Van der Donk. Janssen. Grunen, that's exceptional. Now out wide. Spitzer. Now Van der Graat. Tries to switch the play. Cut out though. Here's Janssen. Looking for Berenstein. And Anna Borges. Cut out by Van der Donk. Jill Roord, lovely. Plays it out wide to pull over back into the path of Jill Roord and put out a play by the number 15, the defender. Jessica Silva trying to drive it forward. It's not Jessica Silva, sorry. Diana Silva in behind looking for Jessica Silva. Dolores Silva loses it and then Jill Roord there, I think, got fouled by Van der Donk.
Ball slotted through.
Still going is the number 11. Now Jessica Silva. Looking to make something happen. Right, I can't.
Yeah, you feel like that change has got to come soon for Portugal, doesn't it? Like she could come on now, though. Oh, she is.
Yep. Nazareth on.
She needs to make a difference. Yeah, it's Dolores Silva coming off the captain.
Simon Voyage will take the armband. Dolores will be off. So Norton will drop a little deeper into midfield, where she was quite decent for them at the last major tournament they played in, and then it will be Kika Nazareth coming onto the right hand side.
Trying to make a difference in this game.
And Benfica forward. So you imagine now a slight change in system for Portugal, going back to the 4-3-3, which is a bit more familiar to them.
Yeah.
And that'll mean Diana Silva now moves to the left hand side, I imagine. Jessica Silva up front. But yeah.
Long ball.
Oh no, it actually looks like Nazareth coming in to play the attack midfield role.
Jessica Silva does well.
Tries to find Nazareth, and Nazareth not really alert to it. Portugal coming forwards though. Is this substitution what they need to change this up and actually
But a good couple of minutes now. They've got an injection of a new substitute. Switching the play now as well. This is better from Portugal. Plays it inside.
Ball in.
Wow, what is
so over
that?
the top of everyone though. And out for a goal kick.
That's been their problem all day. That's really good chance they've created.
Yeah.
They just completely wasted a random ball in. Like this is actually not you're in the middle of the park. What are you trying to cross a ball in for? Yeah, 9 attempts on goal for Netherlands. Portugal only had a couple really. It's not been stunning, but as I said, they're still in with a shout. Somehow.
Yeah.
What will Netherlands be thinking, from especially on that Netherlands bench? Because from their point of view, it hasn't been a great game. As I said, they haven't put the game to bed. They haven't looked very good second half. They look comfortable for a team that is only 1-0 up.
Yeah.
They've looked decently defensively, but I'll be honest, I haven't seen the likes of Martens.
Well, yeah, they will be worried because ultimately, while they've been adequate tonight, if they play like this against the US on Thursday morning, that'll be a really difficult game. So I don't know.
They will lose.
Yeah. But while the Netherlands look good against Vietnam, it is Vietnam, so we haven't really seen the best of them yet either, or whether they are going to be incredible, or whether Vietnam are.
You could say the fact they only got 3 wasn't very good.
Yeah, we'll see how Vietnam get on against Portugal. If Portugal score 8, then yeah.
Vietnam probably aren't very good at football.
No, they didn't look great.
Ball floated along. Beerenstein's been the only thing that Netherlands have had all half, to be honest. Mertens has been quiet. Roord's been quiet. I'd expect to see some Netherlands changes soon.
Yeah.
Grips on the left-hand side of a throw. And there is a notepad out for Jonkens. And it is because Van der Donk is on the deck. Jonker. I mean, hopefully she's alright. It's a right ankle that she's gone down, and they're going to. The Netherlands players surrounding their manager. He's clearly got some notes he wants to show them. He's not very happy. There's 5 of them around it, and this does not look good for Van der Donk.
No.
She gets to her feet, but she doesn't look like she's in a condition to play football in. What happened is just landing there.
The landing was
she stumbled.
Sort of stuck in the grass. She tried to run away.
Yeah.
Tried to give chase.
Not nice. You'd expect her to bring her off.
Yeah, I could say you could just make a precautionary substitution there.
For now, we're down to 10.
Yeah, Mertens. Gröne. Janssen. Van Domselaar goes long in search of forward players, and now here is Van der Donk, fresh from her injury, coming on but can't get down that wing quick enough and then blocks the clearance. Chelsea fan, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hi Jack and Harry, how are you both doing today, my friends? Very good.
Yeah, doing
Very
right,
good.
doing
So,
right.
it's been a good game so far. Chat's been a little quiet, but that's all right. We know not every game of this tournament is going to be,
It's still turned up.
In fact,
They've been listening.
it's been good. Yeah, good to see a Chelsea fan. It's been a good stream.
I think some of the regulars that haven't really made an appearance. There's Gary when you need him, eh? Or any others, but nice to see a Chelsea fan.
The weird time is the stream, though.
Yeah.
That does make sense. But yeah, good to see you, mate. And yeah, in terms of next stream, we are back tomorrow with quite an early morning one. It's a 6:45 kickoff.
Hour and a half earlier.
Yeah, 6:45. Well, we'll be live at 6:45, 7 o'clock kickoff for Italy versus Argentina. Should be a good match.
Yeah. Be interesting to see that. So obviously the Sweden-South Africa group. Sweden winning earlier today. It's pivotal for Italy and Argentina to pick up points against each other.
Yeah.
Because South Africa played really well, got unlucky, and Sweden looked brilliant. Despite
they did. The fact they were able to come back in the manner they did, yeah. Strong.
Big tackle there from Gomez. Diana Gomez, that one.
Now Brooks coming down this left-hand side. Bernstein into Lieke Martens. Martens can't quite get there. Oh, Janssen gets caught out badly there by Jessica Silva, who will let that roll off. And now Brooks will take the throw, looking to go down the line.
Taking their time, Netherlands now. But they do
That's
feel
not bad,
they
Borges.
need something.
Yeah.
Because Portugal have started to come back into the game second half, but if they defend like that, they're definitely not well recovered.
Cleared away, yeah. But Janssen back across. Here's Sheridan Spitzer, goes down the wing. And Palova is just about going to get there. Fantastic turn.
She's had a great game.
Yeah, she's looked decent. Palova. Van der Donk. Now Bernstein.
Good footwork. There's options on this left-hand side that are open. They just don't really see them.
Janssen trying to stop Jessica Silva. Jessica Silva is away and Van der Graat appears.
She's there again.
And gets rid of it.
What a game she's had.
Obviously the goal scorer, but
Yeah.
more importantly, her defensive work has been sublime. You see there, Jessica Silva knows it's
Just gives
coming.
up because she knows she doesn't get absolutely flattened by a superb tackle. Ref's not happy. He wants the Freddie taken further back.
Borges down the line. Here is Jessica Silva. Lieke Martens. And she's lifted it forwards, and Bernstein will give chase. Smart though from the centre half to send it back in the direction Bernstein was running from. Borges. Just Jessica Silva plays it back to Anna Borges. Ball into the box. It's going to be too close to the goalkeeper though.
Yeah.
On top of the goal actually in the end from Anna Borges. Portugal fan, young Portugal fan, very frustrated by that.
I don't blame you.
But yeah, it's got to be frustrating for once from Portugal because you feel that Netherlands were beatable today and they just haven't beaten them.
They have. Netherlands have not been at the races.
Yeah.
And Portugal have let themselves down a bit.
And long ball from Van Domselaar, cut out by Portugal. Janssen heads it forwards. Ball again forwards from Pinto.
Oh, I need a bit of communication.
Van der Graat gets it gone. Now Janssen trying to find a forward in the channel. Now Bernstein put the pressure on. Portugal's moving around the back. Gomez picks out Norton, who's lost possession once again. And that's been then her challenge to win it back. It seems a foul on Danielle van der Donk.
Who's not happy with that foul.
No. 15 minutes to go. Can the Netherlands hold on? Or are Portugal going to get a goal?
I think they'll hold on. Portugal, I don't think they've got enough. There's, Netherlands haven't played to the best of their ability, but they've done enough. And it's enough to beat Portugal.
Van der Graat
Great ball.
picks out Palova. Still going now, Palova. They're cleared away by
I thought we should
Portugal.
take that in red rather than put it into the box.
France-Jamaica lineups are out, and no shocks. Keija Shaw starts. That's all I really know for Jamaica. As for France, it's the fairly standard team. Pedro Magnin in between the sticks. Lacroix, Wendy Renard, Carchaui and Cascarino. Across the midfield three, it's Toletti, Gayoro and Mairi. And then across the front three, Le Sommer, Diani and Matteo. So a very good team. Berenstein in a good area. She just tried to do too much there. She wanted it back on her right, didn't she? And that's not... There wasn't really the space for that. Needs to just try and hit it on her
back in to defend.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a great pass, but that ball rolled through.
And Ferreira will come and get it. And can pick it up. Now, I double change for Portugal. So they looked a triple change for Portugal. So they looked to change something in this game then. So, who is coming on and who is coming off? We'll find out in a moment's time. But 23 for Portugal is Telma Encarnação. And number 6 is Jacinto, midfielder for Real Sociedad.
Yeah.
André Jacinto, maybe? Jacinto, that sounds more...
Van der Donk into the
Portuguese.
book there for pulling back. Well, not pulling back, but kind of just... pulling back.
Grabbing the arm of Amado.
Her only argument was that's her first foul, but still stopping the counter-attack.
Yeah.
Into the book. She's had an alright game. Hasn't looked her best, but she's looked alright. And it's number 3 as well, so it's 23, 6 and 3 coming on.
Number 3 is Alves. Lucia Alves, a right back. So, number 3 on Lucia Alves coming on at fullback. The number 8, Norton, is off, and in her place goes the number 6, who is, of course, Jacinto, midfielder, and Diana Silva is off, and in her place is the forward. Where's her name? Telma Encarnação.
Yes, Encarnação, Alves and Jacinto. Hopefully they can provide what Portugal need to win, to get us back into this game.
Good win last night. We finally shut Brighton for once. Yeah, it looked good. It was a quite good performance from what I've seen from the clips. I would have stayed up for it, but we had to get up early for this. I might probably catch the first half of Newcastle on Thursday, because we're live at 2 a.m. on Thursday, or 1:45 on Thursday for Netherlands versus USA. So, yeah, we'll probably catch the first half of Chelsea Newcastle that morning. Keep hitting that like button, people. Yes, Chelsea fan. Not many likes on today's stream, but if there is anyone here who has really enjoyed the content and hasn't left a like, please do make sure to leave a like. Berenstein driving in on goal here, takes aim, blocked though. Now, the number 17, Pavlova. Pavlova trying to make something happen. Brugts. Mertens. Brugts.
I haven't really seen much of
And
Mertens,
it's out for a Portugal throw. Portugal goal kick. I don't know what.
Change for
Change for Netherlands. That is the forward. Detres, I think, is her name. Might be wrong. It's no Snoise.
Experience time. Not really. Dan Van der Donk coming off.
Oh, probably not. Their attacker then. Maybe Bayangs. Lot of eyes.
Van der Donk, good game. Covered at 8.7 kilometres.
As she does.
Yeah.
Very high class completion. Very good. Damaris.
Damaris coming on.
Egarola. Who is that? Oh, midfielder. Damaris Egarola, the 23-year-old for Lyon. Plays in midfield.
That is a poor. They're just throwing it straight at Mertens. And was that a foul? No, said the referee.
Egarola wins it back with her first touch. Spitzer into Berenstein. That's a brilliant touch. Tried to get it to Bruggs though. Doesn't quite come off.
No.
Alex Tez just joined Al Nazir as well.
Oh, lovely. Portugal looking now to get that goal. Last 10 minutes. They are only 1 goal behind. That is not great. Well recovered. Spitzer's done well to deal with that. Big tackle in there.
Just got crunched.
Clean tackle.
Jessica Silva.
Asked the wrong pass. It was the wrong pass.
Silva was the one receiving it. It was Nazareth, I think.
Harry Gordon's alright, by the way. It was a big tackle.
I was going to say, it was a lot of discomfort here.
It was fair, but it was big.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the sub as well. She's come on.
Yeah, Alves.
Looks like she'll be alright.
And yeah, Nazareth. Kika Nazareth should have found a more... should have found a good pass and didn't.
Yeah, no.
And the Borges loses out. Over the top looking for Bernstein. Cut out though. Once again. Here is Borges back in possession. Portugal coming forwards. Kika Nazareth gets to the other side of Janssen. Takes aim. It's spilled by Van Domselaar. But no Portugal player can get there. Back into the box. Headed up into the air. Janssen heads it away. Only as far as the number 13 entering the box. And yeah, Portugal. And a good opportunity. This is excellent for Kika Nazareth. Cuts inside. Gets past Janssen. Then takes aim. Van Domselaar though. Good save. Does push it into a dangerous area. And Portugal can't do anything other than that. But this is a lovely bit of movement. Wasn't Kika Nazareth, sorry. The new substitute that's just come on. The number 23.
Telma.
Yeah.
Encarnacal. That one. Just Tatiana Pinto as well with a shot that got skied. Head out of play. Portugal just those subs giving a bit of extra momentum with 8 minutes to go.
Brooks.
But only 2 shots on target. Sorry, only 2 shots, 1 on target. That shot was their second.
That was Roord getting stuck in. Nazareth tries to go forward but can't. Out of play from Janssen. 8 minutes for Netherlands to hold on. 8 minutes for Portugal to try and find an equaliser. They know how important an equaliser at this stage could be. Jessica Silva trying to challenge Janssen. Janssen puts it off the pitch.
Trying to take paper all the time.
I don't know, it's not too bad there. Just want to throw and move the team high up the pitch. That's not great from
Look like a foul throw.
Sossau.
Bernstein started brilliantly there.
Just gets pulled to the ground, and that's going to potentially be a yellow card brandished. Yeah. It will indeed. And then line team showing no intent to play the ball. I believe that's Gomez.
Don't know what her complaints are. Just yanked us to the ground.
And now Bernstein's going to take a moment.
Yeah, Portugal just feels like despite the subs they're still lacking what they need to get the goal.
Yeah.
But yellow, Diana Gomez. The one in the book, third card of the game. Time is running out for Portugal. Netherlands, you feels like they're in control of the game, as I said, but not on the scoreline. Bernstein's still down, by the way. Hopefully she's alright.
It doesn't even feel like their control of the game started to loosen. Portugal getting more and more into this as the game wears towards its conclusion. But yeah, I don't know. Netherlands, they haven't impressed me really. Like they've played well at times, but there's definitely an improvement to be made, and I feel like if they're going to go deep in this competition, they have to get better. They just have to.
Yeah.
And yeah, Netherlands, need to get better. Portugal, if they want to stay in this competition, well, they're probably going to need a late goal here, unless they're going to beat the US in the final match day.
The Van der Graaf goal very early on, 13th minute now. Feels like a very long time ago since that went in.
She has been exceptional, hasn't she? Scored the goal, made so many tackles, and I think
once Bernstein's alright, we'll get going again. She's still on the ground.
Sensational performance.
Portugal getting the iconic thunderclap going. That
man
on the drum has just got everything. He's doing it all.
Yeah. No, the famous Icelandic thunderclap being done by Portugal.
Bernstein's going to hobble off here. I mean, surely they should bring her off again for precautionary reasons.
You would imagine so, yes.
Don't know what the Portugal manager's moaning about to the fourth official. Yeah.
Anyway, Bernstein will come off here, we think.
Probably. Portugal, not Portugal manager, Dutch manager.
Jonker's having a little look, and now they are going to make a change.
Who are they bringing on?
Shame that, because Bernstein's been really impressive. But this is going to be the number 9. This is Sonais, I think is her name. Snow Eyes. Plays for Everton.
Ah.
But yeah. So, can she come on and have an impact at this World Cup? Bierenstein's been very good, but she hasn't scored. Maybe Snow Ice can be the player to score.
Roord, Martens.
Now Mertens needs an option in the box. Obviously, without
brilliant.
Bierenstein doesn't have many, but still going. Lieke Martens is, well, looked like a foul from Anna Borges, but play continues. Roord wins it back. Mertens now in possession. Lieke Martens, and it's off the pitch from Borges. And now the change will happen. Snow Ice is coming on. But yeah.
Yeah, that just hopefully Bierenstein's alright for the game on Thursday.
Yeah, because that would be a big miss, of course. Now Jessica Silva spun Janssen, feeds it through to Encarnacal, and did that come off Grath? It did.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Stops it going off the end of the pitch, Grath, and now, yeah.
It's that for a throw in the corner.
Sensational.
It is just brilliant defending.
Yeah, she's been imperious today. And that's the thing, such a strong character like that, such a fantastic player can be so important. We see the same sort of importance for Wendy Renard in the France team. I think Van der Graat could be that player. Lieke Martens trying to get away from Anna Borges and has managed to get that down the line quite well, quite far. And Martens annoyed at something. I think she's having to go at the liner, I think.
Or one of the on the benches.
That would have been very difficult.
Why?
She's just in the corner.
Ah, we don't actually in the corner.
She's the one, she cleared it away. So, yeah. It would have been a very difficult conversation to have.
At them. Time is running out for Portugal. If they're going to find an equaliser in this game.
Trying now just to win that ball back Palova and manage to stop it. The clearance.
Portugal look much better since the subs came on.
Yeah. Silva. Ball in. And Encarnacal can't get there.
All it needed was a deft touch, you couldn't get it.
Yeah. Ball in. Yeah, just couldn't quite get there.
I tried to lift over that, but did the right thing, tried to lift over Van Dom's side.
Van Dom Salah rolls it out, and now we'll try and go along with it.
Looking for Mertens. Roord's in there, well in. Snice.
Snice can't get there. Or Snice, I don't really know how you say her name.
Snow Ice.
Well, I don't know any other name. That's 3 consecutive vowels.
It starts with 2 consonants.
They're all different.
Ending 2 consonants.
Yeah. So Snoise. Snoise. I like Snoise.
Snoise. Huh?
Now Lieke Martens cuts inside, takes aim, it's blocked. Not cleared away by Portugal though. Palova.
We'll keep it on.
No, Portugal thinks she's come from an offside position. Really? She has indeed.
Tries to put it through the legs of the Portugal player trying to put on the ball.
But yeah, very much from an offside position.
Miles offside.
But again, just out of position. I get she's not played wing back. She's not a wing back.
Yeah.
Just wing out.
How many minutes are we going to have added to our 90?
Probably a couple. We've seen a few injuries, a few subs, 6 additional minutes.
I don't know where they got 6 for. I don't know.
Bierenstein was down for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have seen subs as well, but 6 minutes seems a little far.
I just enjoy his last 6 minutes. Can Portugal find a goal? I think probably a bit undeserved, but equally not many other teams can say they've kept with Netherlands for a full 90 minutes, which Portugal have. Maybe not on the pitch, but certainly the scoreline says so.
Yeah. Brooks, and she's fouled.
Portugal fuming.
Yeah.
Tatiana Pinto again. Taking their time, Netherlands, obviously. They're hardly in a rush to take this. Spitzer over it again. Go on, just hit the smash it top corner. Keeper's position's not great.
Lieke Martens.
That's like just slow it down. Now they got the ball
Can't get
dispossessed.
Silva. Coming forwards now, Portugal. A late opportunity in this game, but Van der Graat is obviously going to get there and just cut out all the danger.
Chance
This is
gone
a Palova.
immediately.
Valova's, I don't know who fouled who there. It looked like a
Portugal
foul.
throw.
Looked like a
Portugal
foul
throw.
from Palova. Yeah, free kick for Portugal. 4 minutes left in this game. Is there a late goal on the cards? A late equaliser on the cards for Portugal? It would be fairly
Possibly.
surprising.
Possibly. Ball to be put in here. It's got a good delivery. And that is not bad. That is bad. And Dom Sly's going to sit on the ground for a very long time.
An hour. Just sits there. Doesn't move.
Portugal giving it a very good go. Only 1-0
Yeah.
to Netherlands is very respectable. And to be fair, they've pushed him in certain places, but it's not really worked. It hasn't clicked.
Van Domselaar goes long. It's nice.
Can't quite get away from her.
Roord. Gren. Ball out wide. Look like that might go into the box. From the number 17. Still
Palova
going
just really
and
well.
then brought down, Palova.
Out for a Portugal goal kick into the 3rd minute of the 6th. Added on. Corner. Ref changed their mind.
Portugal fuming. Chance for Netherlands then, just to wrap this up, they can
Yeah.
find Van der Graat.
Or just hold it in the corner.
Or find Van der Graat, that's more fun. That is
that's a goal.
incorrectly awarded.
Yeah, it's a goal kick.
Came off Palova.
They're going to hold it in the corner. Jill Roord and Palova together.
Now Roord's just going to try and hold players off. And
This
that's
is what a
come
throw.
off and the ball just... They're
Brilliant.
going to take their time to recover this ball.
Again, experienced in game management, Netherlands.
And Kasper Rai coming on for Palova. On the right hand side. Palova is not happy about that. I don't know, Palova's had an okay game, but
Yeah.
she's done well, but there's also been moments where I'm like her positioning's a little off. She made a few errors, I don't know.
She did alright. Cash Price could come on and just see this game out.
Yeah.
And take the throw. The first touch. I can't remember where this is going. Yeah, straight to Jill Roord.
Kasper Rai. Roord. And Kasper Rai. Janssen puts it into the box. It's nice, can't get there. Lieke Martens,
she
that's not
fancied it.
far away.
She fancied ending it with
Yeah.
a bang.
Flicked on by, well, not actually flicked on, but yeah, she tried to volley it.
Yeah.
Didn't really have the angle or the position, but yeah.
No.
Thought if this goes in, beautiful moment. Oh, Brooks does really well to win that ball back. She's looked excellent tonight, a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, if Van der Graat hadn't been as stunning as she was, we'd be looking at a Brooks man of the match.
As well, I was going to say, should we do proper play of the match while they're fanning around time
Yeah,
wasting?
I mean, it's Van der Graat, isn't it?
What a game, and I think the V2 just on that, what a game she had.
Scored the goal. Every attack that Portugal have had, she just sort of appears and just wipes the ball.
They're throwing goal, bang, she slides in, takes the ball, no foul. Interceptions, blocking shots, she got everything right, and I bet her numbers and her stats look phenomenal for this game.
It's nice. Lieke Martens. Brooks. Out of play now. And Netherlands are going to slow it down once more. Tries to go long to Snice, hasn't quite come off, and now Portugal are going to look to counter. Cut out by Grunen. He tries to go to Roord. Isn't quite aware of the ball. But yeah, we're very much just reaching the end. It's a scrappy end. Netherlands have really done their finish this, haven't they? I don't really see
Yeah.
Portugal getting a goal. But yeah, Lieke Martens fighting with possession. Portugal now going to come forwards. I think the ref might call full time before they even get to go. No, they're going to get to come forwards. Ball forwards. Jessica Silva and Van der Graat there.
And that's the
I think
game.
now it's time. A 1-0 win for Netherlands here in New Zealand. That's full time. It was a hard-fought game, a game they should have had more convincingly, more comfortably, but a win nonetheless. And a good way to start the group stage. They play the US on Thursday. Please join us for that one, live from 1:45 BST. Going to be very early.
Morning.
Very early one. But yeah, other than that, we're live. We're back tomorrow with a bit of an early stream, 6:45 for everyone here in the UK. Italy versus Argentina. Please do join us for that one. Apart from that, I hope you guys have all enjoyed today's coverage. We'll be back in every single day for the next 14 days, so enjoy that. Anyway, that is all from us today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.